Bryan here.
Hey, Richie.
Hey, wait, I do not know how to work this. Let me try to turn this music off.
How you doing? I'm so glad you have your channel
Good.
up. This is awesome.
Yes. How are you? How do I
Yay.
turn? You know how to work StreamYard, right? How do I turn this
Yeah,
music
so
off?
over on the side, it's the I think it's media or personalized. It's
Okay.
under
Okay, I
banner.
see it. I see it.
And then you
Okay.
scroll all the way down. Yeah.
Did it go off?
Yeah, it went off. How are you?
Woo! Thank you for coming.
No way. I'm pleased. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. How long have you had your channel now?
I guess I've always had it. I've never used it. I've posted like a few hair videos, but that's really it. I never really tried this. We were
Uh-huh.
just on Gabor's channel and
Yeah.
started the fight, but he had to go. So I wanted to keep fighting, you know?
Oh, okay. Ooh, what sign are you?
Which what?
What sign are you that you like fighting?
Aquarius. I'm a.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You love your point.
What about Aquarius do you know? I hear a lot of
My
people
sister
saying
said
that.
Aquarius, you're super duper creative. You
Mm-hmm.
don't do well with authority. You are
No.
an independent thinker. You don't mind being the black sheep of the family.
Oh my
Um,
God.
yeah, so yeah.
That was so on the
That's okay.
nose, like for real.
Yeah, yeah. I know, and I know and I love her and I love you because that's what
Oh,
makes
I
y'all
love you
unique. You
too.
can do that. And you guys are really, really, really intelligent and you like these little mind games. You can play mind games so good. So good. Oh my
We
God.
do.
Yes. My sister always wins, put it that way.
What's your sign?
I'm a double Capricorn Cancer. So like I'm I'm my opposite too, because
Hmm.
Capricorns and Cancers are opposite. So I think it like kind of makes me it evens out the Capricorny.
Mm-hmm. I don't have
Yeah.
any experience with Capricorns, but Cancers. My baby's father's a Cancer, and my one of my best friends is a Cancer, so we get along for
Yeah.
the most part.
Right.
Y'all
Yeah.
have that
Raven's
tough exterior, but you're really mushy gushy on the inside.
Yeah. Just come give us a hug. Don't let these claws fool you. Of
So, have you been watching Salt Lake City?
course I have.
So, are you Team
Yes.
Brown or Lisa?
I'm definitely Team Bronwyn. Have never been a Lisa Barno fan, but I'm glad her net name ends with low because that's where the bar is low, and that's where the vibe is low.
I feel like. Do you feel like Lisa is a more palatable Bethany Frankel?
No, I don't because I don't palate her. Like I tolerate Bethany fine. Like Bethany, hey, she's a trailblazer. I give her due. But Lisa has always just felt so like, who put you in charge, bitch? Like,
I feel like because the girls kind of put her in charge because they all like want to be her friends, so they
but
kind of
why?
nominated her in charge of the girls. You don't think so?
No, I think it's something strategic, how they all have these knowledge and receipts of each other. I think Lisa and her team of detectives have allowed it to be known that whatever it is can either be found out or already is in a dossier on your ass. And therefore you better that's why the expectation is always there and they're always
Oh
bowing
wait, this
down
is
and kissing
Gabor.
her ring.
This is Gabor. Hold on, hold on. Let's see what he says. Gabor,
What's up? What's on?
I'm on my live. You want to come in for a second, or are you still cooking? I'm talking to larger curves. Say hi.
Hi,
Send me the link.
Okay.
Uh,
All right. Let me figure out how to do this larger. Hold on. We'll get back on
Okay.
me.
So if are you
So
on your phone?
yeah, I'm on the
You're on your
phone.
phone. Yeah, the phone is
So
tricky sometimes. But
yeah, I think I'm
yeah,
gonna have to use my computer for this.
yeah, it makes it easier for sure because it might like make you go blank for a second, but that's okay. You'll come back. Just
Okay.
use the little yellow thing at the top if you lose yourself. But yeah, so Lisa Barlow, yeah, I feel like if anybody should have was in charge and should be in charge again, it was Mary Cosby, who the show was originally. It was Mary Cosby was the reason that Andy Cohen even knew about Salt Lake City like that. They were friends in New York for years before he even got to Salt Lake. And
Wait,
so
Mary Cosby was friends with who? Andy?
Andy Cohen, yeah, for years they've been knowing each other. And he wanted her on New York, but she was like, no. So then when she got on
Really?
Salt Lake City, yeah. So then when she got on Salt Lake City, it was supposed to be her, but she didn't like put her church friends up. So I guess Lisa was saying last night that she put everybody else up there. Like she's trying to pretend like she's Nene Leakes and got the cast together. I don't know. I don't know. But
But
even still, she plays
I
dirty.
I like the delusion of Lisa, the whole like vapid, like, oh my God, I don't know what's going on, but she fully knows what's going on. She's, playing puppet master or whatever you want to call it. She's reveling in the fact that like not Lisa, Heather, Whitney, Angie, Bronwyn, who else? Everyone except Mary, they want to be Team Lisa. Like, I
Yeah,
guess she's the cool girl.
yeah, that's true. When
And
Mary was first,
I don't think Mary could be in charge of the girls because she's so unstable, kind of. Like, she's mean. Mary is mean. She had a good season, but otherwise, she's mean. She doesn't really talk to anyone now except for Angie.
I don't know. So I think that Mary is reserved and honest, and that doesn't make her mean. I feel like people take it as mean because she doesn't say it like this and like, oh my God, circle jerks. Like, oh my God. Like she wouldn't have said it like that. You know what I
What
mean?
about Heather?
And
What about how she treats Heather? What treated Heather before she lost weight?
that was
Mean.
Hey, that was her comments about Heather. I didn't feel like it was shade. I don't think it was mean. I mean, have you ever heard of anybody being called inbred before? It kind of made you almost look it up because I was like, does she? It was funny. It was shade, and they
Yeah.
all do shade, like, so I didn't think it was mean per se. I just felt like, and yeah, but then she admitted it to it, and then she didn't back down from it because she doesn't do that. I like when she stood in it and she's like, yeah, and now you look great, Heather.
Mary is a bitch. I'm sorry, but I've loved Mary from day one, so
Yeah,
I don't have any problems with Mary. Who I do have a problem with is Bronwyn. I mean, obviously, Whitney, but I feel like Whitney is such a joke. But she's kind of like unhinged. Like, she keeps coming after Lisa with this thing about. Do you think Lisa is leaking information about her picture that's on Alibaba? That was on Alibaba. Like, how come
um,
nobody's talking about that? Like, it
so
was.
Dana Wilkie, $25,000 sunglasses from
Yeah.
Beverly Hills franchise that year is now,
Hmm.
she does her Patreon and stuff. So she had exclusive tea that was dropped where she had said that it was Heather in her chat dropping stuff.
I
And
believe that.
Heather, yeah, so she said she cleared Lisa, she cleared Meredith, and
You know who
she
I thought
said,
though? When they said
who?
liquor brand, I thought Bethany because I was like, who said it had to be Salt Lake? I thought it could have been
Oh,
Bethany
yeah.
because Bethany's big on like, she thinks she's the only one who's supposed to have a brand or whatever, like, and Housewives and she's always calling out Housewives and stuff. I thought it could have been Bethany, but go ahead.
Um, yeah, it
You
could
said
have
Dana
been. That is
Wilkie
the
called
only
her out.
one. Well, who else has alcohol? There's Bethany, there's Lisa, there's Wendy didn't. Somebody else has a Hennessy. No, that's Jackie from Christie.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, I think those
I didn't
those
see Lisa. I didn't see Lisa caring that much. It goes back to Lisa being so self-centered. I didn't see Lisa caring that much about what Britney's selling because it's a failure either way. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't
yeah,
think
everything Whitney has done has been like flop city. I think she might be laundering money.
yeah, because her husband isn't working, right? That she's
Right.
throwing anything up against the wall, and like this season, I feel like Britney is like the new improved Whitney because
I do
Whitney.
not like Britney. I
But
do
well,
not.
hear me out though. Whitney used to be this like, oh my god, like this aloof, I don't dingbat or airhead type of blonde, like oh my god. But she's turned into like a like with the claws, like she's always like coming at Lisa or whatever. But and Heather, her cousin, which I have I'm big on loyalty. Um,
Mhm.
I think that Brittany, as simple minded as she is, she's like comic relief, you know? And we need
Yeah,
those moments.
right.
Because the girls can be at each other's throats, like, "Arr!" and Brittany will be like, guys, me and Jared are still together. And it's like,
Right. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I didn't think it was funny. I thought she was being a pick me. I thought she was like, oh, choose me, see me, hear me. I need airtime. They might not even put me in the scene if I don't say something like I can make a booger talk. Like, I don't know why you even said that stuff about Jared just all out the side, just all out of the blue. It was inappropriate. It was an emotional dump all the time, just dumping with zero context. They didn't know her like that. It was too hot, even though it seemed like it was too hot and too heavy to me. Like she was just like doing ain't much. Like just if you're cute, be cute. Say you date Jared, but don't get mad when you say you date 13 men because 3 are serious and 10 are in rotation, and then get mad when somebody calls you out on it. Like,
but I think that the thing with Brittany is the cast reaction to her nonsense. It's like nobody takes her serious, or they're starting to coddle her a little bit too much, which is
right,
annoying. But
that
I
part.
I was living for that bar mitzvah thing when Angie was cussing her ass out. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. That was so I
Angie
watched that like four
is
times.
ooh. And Angie would do good on like even Atlanta. She can hold her own with that
And
shade.
she's
She was
quick.
like,
She's quick on her feet. But
that must be that beat.
if you remember when what's her name? Monica. Angie I knew Angie. Do I have another person? Hold on. I remember good boy. I remember when Angie
What's
was like,
good?
good boy, this is my first thing.
Let me see. Okay. Let me see. What is the. Send me the YouTube so I can share it.
Okay, let me get my other phone. Hold on.
Okay.
What's good, Gabor?
What's good?
Oh my
How
god,
are
where?
you? She said, she's so funny. I saw that she was live and I was like, oh my God, Richie's live. And so I came over here and she was like, yeah, I was over at Gabor's channel, but he had to leave and we were arguing and I wanted to keep on arguing. It was hilarious.
Let me see.
Um, I have the free version of this. I think I can only. I
But they
wanted
can
to do
watch
Just
this.
it.
you go to your YouTube
What
page.
is the name of the
And,
channel, Larger? Because she probably don't know.
oh look, I
This,
don't know either.
I
I
think it's
closed.
Diva GB. I sent you a link to the
The
actual live.
Yeah, you send me the StreamYard link, but how could I share it on YouTube? Oh, okay, here you
Um.
go. Okay, let me see.
Oh, thank you
This
for
should be
helping
it.
me. I'm so
No
fucking.
problem.
This is so awesome.
Okay.
I've
I
always
love
been
your
so scared to
POV.
do this too. I'm so glad y'all are here with me.
Let me
Well,
see.
I think that it's been a long time coming, and I love your POV, and I'm glad that
Thank
you're hitting
you.
2025 hitting the ground running. You know what I mean? Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
I am. I think I'm going to get the next tier and just start streaming stuff. Like today, I had no idea they had this Asian market 4 blocks away from me, and the produce was so fresh, the seafood was so fresh. I want to do like just the lifestyle that
Lifestyle, right? What city
and
are
all
you in?
my
What city are you in?
Philly, South Philly.
Oh my gosh, how cool. My son loves Philly cheesesteaks.
That's a big thing. Who has the
Yeah,
best cheesesteak? It's a big
yeah,
fight because Bradley Cooper has a cheesesteak place here called Angelo's, and people just love it, and it's just like, eh. But
yeah,
it's I think it's more about him. It's so annoying too.
yeah,
But
yeah. That's hilarious. Yeah, but seriously, husband, he has Philly in him, but yeah, so he's
go
all East
Bird,
Coast background. Yeah.
Eagles, go Eagles.
Yeah, he has his jerseys. Yeah, that's the one thing that he has. Um, he doesn't like do a lot of fandom, but that is one jersey he has is definitely the Eagles.
Listen, I
Yeah.
don't know shit about football, and it's go Birds. I
Yeah, yeah,
barely know the quarterback's name, and I only know Saquon Barkley and the other guy. I can't think Jalen Hurts. That's it. But it's
yeah.
team gang.
Uh-huh.
Like I was
My
saying,
husband,
loyalty.
me and Hubs were actually just talking about Philly in particular, Philadelphia, because we just watched that movie Unstoppable, the guy with the one leg, Robles, and he ran up the stairs at the end of the movie with his one leg, and then he gets to the top of the stairs and he puts his one foot in Rocky's foot and he put his crutches in the other foot. And I was like, is that really in Philly? Was Rocky like a real person, or is it just because of Rocky the movie that they put that there? Is that really that's really there? Rocky's feet at the
Yeah,
top
the
of the
Rocky
stairs?
statue is really here, even though it's Sylvester Stallone, but it's Rocky. It's a
Yeah,
Rocky statue. A lot of people come here just for that.
Okay,
yeah. How cool. How cool is that? Unstoppable. That's all I got.
Is that the movie was set? I never heard of Unstoppable.
Oh
Is
my
that
gosh.
new?
Yeah, it's new on Prime. We just saw it on Prime. It has J-Lo in it. It has Don
Really?
Cheadle in it. And yeah, it was really good.
I wanted to watch it. There's so many
Hmm.
subscriptions now.
Yeah.
it
And look,
is.
Netflix got us and they want $3 more.
I feel like Netflix should be a station now. Like they have enough money. I get it. Like even their reality shows. I just binge watched Young, Rich, and African or whatever it's called. I love that show. And they do
Yeah,
reality shows really good on Netflix.
they
I think
do.
they should just be a channel now, like on regular cable. They got enough money. They got the budget to do movies, to do reality TV. I'm probably sure that's why they're raising the prices so they can bring us more good content or have
Yeah.
Beyonce, just give it to all to Beyonce. But another debate we were having, they kept saying that Beyonce wouldn't be Beyonce if Aaliyah was
If it
here,
wasn't
which
a
was
Leo.
absurd.
Aaliyah ran so Beyonce could walk. Some people could say that.
For what? How could they say that?
Just because the edginess of Aaliyah, the dance style, the talent, it was just before, and it's similar in as much as they both hold our attention in similar ways with their expertise. So, yeah, one came before the other.
Wow.
And all that whole rumor about, yeah, she wanted like somebody to, and then, yeah, so that's how, yep.
Wait, what rumor? Who wanted? Wait, huh?
Okay, so allegedly, they say that, okay, I don't know if you want this on your channel or not. So, okay,
I do.
allegedly, somebody with a J and the last letter of the alphabet was
Hmm.
allegedly with the lady whose plane went down. And the reason her plane went down was because of his current being very upset that she was even in the picture, and
Wow.
so that's allegedly a rumor. that I've heard a number of times. And so, yeah,
I mean, she
so,
didn't have to do that to everybody. A lot of people, though.
but it was because of, I don't know, it was just something about, and so allegedly the guy with the JMZ was also with the lady whose plane went down too. And
Mm-hmm.
so not just musically out of the way, but like romantically. I don't know if it's true or not, if she could orchestrate some craziness like that. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just one was before. I don't think it's
Have you heard?
disrespectful to say that.
Have you heard the new thing that Dame Dash is saying about how Hype Williams took whose plane was it? Lenny Kravitz's plane. Aaliyah was supposed to be on Lenny Kravitz's jet, but Hype Williams took it. And Dame Dash was saying how back in the day when they worked with him, like he would do stuff like that. He was saying like they would all have to stay in a hotel, and he would have like a they didn't have Airbnb, but he had like a private home with private chefs all on their dime, on their
Yeah.
Rockefeller budget, and he would do stuff like that. So he took Lenny Kravitz's plane at the last minute and left Aaliyah to that plane, and we haven't really heard shit from Hype Williams since. So I don't know if he
Ooh.
does that or
Yeah.
what, but the whole
What do
thing,
you-
the Leah thing is shady to me because the pilot wasn't he not licensed or something like that?
They said that he was drunk or something, or how they said that he had drugs in his system, from what I remember.
And he was like a last minute fill in, and there was too much luggage. Like
Too much
the whole.
luggage. Yeah, like
Girl,
he
if
was all
I
sketch
if I would
city.
have heard that it was some luggage on there, girl, I wouldn't have flown.
Yeah.
But I think that sometimes, it's the same way that we do with cars sometimes. If a car is not always 100%, we probably think that we can make it and we'll still drive it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Once you have
yeah.
once you've taken so many planes, you know what I'm saying, you feel like no matter what's going on, well, what's 5 extra pounds? I mean, yeah, what's our 5 extra pounds on the luggage?
I mean, look at Kobe
Mm.
Bryant. He probably never thought that he would. Oh my God, Q's here. He probably never thought. He probably thought he could make it in that. What was it? Fog that day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was fog. I
Yeah.
remember, girl. I remember leaving the club the night before, girl. And we could barely see.
Mm. And so where was he going to practice?
They were going to. I think they was
Hey,
going to
Yeah,
a
Q.
wasn't he
game.
taking his daughter to like her game
Richie!
or
Yeah,
something?
they was going to a game. Make
Thank
sure to
you.
fight. Make sure to fight, baby.
What I'm fighting
Fight.
for?
Richie B always be like, let him fight, let him fight, let him fight. No, good boy,
Why
let
we
him
just gonna
fight.
fight it? We're gonna fight.
We in a new household, baby. I'm gonna act a fool over here.
Mm.
Are
I
those
want to fight. Hey,
are
wizard.
those are those menthol?
Yes. Well, I don't know anymore. I thought they banned. They don't say menthol anymore.
They don't put that on there anymore. It's Newport. Yeah, it's menthol.
Donald Trump banned his first term flavored cigarettes, so that's when the menthol came off. But so I don't know.
Oh, wow. It kind of makes me want a cigarette. When I used to watch I Love New York, it used to make me want a cigarette heck of bad.
I was listening to Joe Rogan and I forgot what it was about, but it was something with a menthol cigarette, or something had happened with like a special agent and a menthol cigarette, and he was in his car and the car just like sped up and hit something, but I forgot what it was about though.
I gotta
With
look
the
that one
menthol
up.
cigarette. Let me see if I can find it. I'll
Hold
send
on.
it to you.
Ow, shit.
What we over here talking about?
We were just shooting this
Salt Lake
shit.
City in New York. Oh,
Oh, I don't watch that.
let me see. Joe Rogan.
What did you think about well, she hasn't got there yet. Never mind.
What?
Are you well, she was on. Are you Team Lisa or Bronwyn? That's what she asked me at first.
Q.
I don't watch it.
You watch New York?
Nope. I watch the clips online. I'm just getting into Drag Race. I'm almost finished Drag Race.
Right, Wizard. Wizard say what happened to the RHOA trailer? They said that the trailer was supposed to drop today and it didn't drop. And they said they were supposed to get a mid-season trailer for for Beverly Hills next week.
On Monday.
Let me know.
I love Bose. I love Bose so
Then
Did you
much.
see her on
No,
Breakfast
I
Club?
think Rose is doing too much, y'all. I'm
Stop it.
sorry.
Richie B,
too
stop
much.
it,
Thank
girl.
you, Richie. Too
Richie
much.
B, stop the fuck shit. I mean,
No,
stop the,
because
stop the.
I
So
always
how do you
say
think?
I always say when the new girls come in and have such strong opinions about the other girls, I don't like it because you're new here. And I feel like, now hear me out, I feel like she's attaching herself too fast and too quick and too hard to Dorit. Like, Dorit has been problematic
Yes.
in her own right.
Yes.
And she has started. She's already pissed off Kyle. I was talking to Gabor about this earlier. She's picked off Kyle Sutton. I think she said something about Erica.
Yeah.
So she's making these enemies already for Dorit. At least if you're going to make enemies and rock the boat, let it be for yourself, not her. That's all I'm
Right.
saying.
Yes.
I don't think
Yeah.
that she has done anything that has. I think that she has. I don't think that she's done something in defense of Dorit.
Mm, it would
I
be.
think that when she said the same thing to Sutton, it was like it was about sisterhood and as a group. And I think that the reason why she was allowed to say the things to Sutton, because girl, you did weaponize what was going on with her, and you called us here as sisters, and you know what I'm saying? You changing up. What you're saying is not valid. So you can't be the leader of this. Now, I do think it was shady for her to say sometimes people can have an idea and you don't know how to execute it.
Especially talking about the boardroom, girl. You ain't been in the boardroom long enough.
Then I don't. The thing with Erica, I mean, the thing with Kyle, I'll never agree on that because Kyle came over there trying to show receipts.
Mm.
Kyle did go
Yeah,
to her house trying to show
me and
receipts.
Gabor disagreed about this. I feel like who is Boz to insist that show me the messages or whatever to Kyle, but then Gabor pointed out that Kyle actually came to her house and
Right.
put her in it. Because I'm like, why are
Yeah,
you in it? Hey, Desiree, why? Because my thing was like, why are you in this so deep? Like, you
Mhm.
know. But Gabor said he made a point when he said that Kyle came to Bose's house. Um, it
And
seemed like
sat
none
at
of
the foot of
Kyle
her bed. And sat at the foot of her bed. Yup.
what did she come over
Hmm.
there and say that PK was calling her? I forget.
she was trying to. You remember she was trying to say that she what she said was in the confessional. She said, she think that the rehab been telling her stuff about her, so she's gonna go over there and try to like
Like talk to her.
maybe she'll give her grace in what's going on if she come over there and meet her herself and get to talking to her herself is what she was saying. But then she got over there and she started trying to make it seem like, well, girl, I don't be saying nothing about when the people was in the thing saying stuff about you and my husband when you was
Hey,
kissing on my husband.
Anderson.
But the thing with Bose, though,
Oh, wait a minute. I wanted to say this real quick. I'm sorry. Did you? So, Lauren DeRosa was there. Jess Hilarious about to get her ass fired, baby girl, because you keep on leaving. And
Yo,
Lauren
I think
DeRosa
she's
was there.
fired.
Is she?
Why she there?
I don't know. They said that Lauren was going to be here, but Lauren asked her. See, this is to me crazy. Lauren keep on trying to act like seem like she watched the show. Lauren don't watch the show because she asked Bose on the Breakfast Club. She was like, "So you think that Kyle was trying to give her the Reese man?" And
Yeah.
And she had to almost laugh. She was like, I don't think that she's trying to give it her man, but I think she was talking shit about her. Yes, she
Where
did,
is Jess
baby.
Hilarious?
Girl.
Is she pregnant again? Like,
Probably
why?
probably trying to go have another baby. But what was you saying, Q?
um, so I feel like with Bose, she doing too much. Here's the thing. If it was any other girl, y'all be like, she need to mind her business. Why is she all over there doing this, doing that? Bose need to mind her business when it comes to what's going on with the reading the text message. I get that she went over to the girl house and I get that she showed Bose what she wanted to show her. And if she wanted to show Bose the text messages, she would have showed her the text messages. She didn't know her like that to show her the text messages. And I wish Kyle would have got on her, but I thought Bose was doing the most. And then you started all this, and then the minute the girl cried, then you want to go, oh, come on, Sutton, let's go follow her. Let's go outside and see what's wrong with her. And then in the confessional, you're talking about, why is Erica over there talking about this? And she should be on Kyle's side. I mean, she should be on Doree's side. Girl, why is you here? I don't like bows.
Yeah, it's like she's getting too much in their
Y'all,
mess.
baby, a black woman can't say nothing
I'm
around
telling
y'all,
y'all right
baby.
now, and I'm telling y'all, and I want apologies from people when this happened. I'm telling y'all, it's something brewing with her. I'm trying not to do too much cussing over here. It's Richie Channel brand new, but it's something brewing with that bitch, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. It's
Y'all
something
don't
brewing.
Who,
know.
Rose?
Yes, Bose. Yes, yes.
Wow.
Mama can't keep a job longer than a year. Mm-mm.
Wow. Y'all for sure tell a black woman down, baby.
Something wrong with her.
I'm scared of y'all.
There's something wrong with her. I'm telling y'all.
Ah,
Like Bose,
I'm not
like
gonna
what
say
she
what I want to
brings,
say.
and she's a boss, just like they call her.
She ain't no boss.
Um,
She ain't had no job long enough to be no
and
boss.
what'd you
Larger, do
say?
you like her wigs? Do you like her wigs, Larger?
Love. Let me tell you how refreshing it is to see an ultra melanated queen without silky straight hair looking like a fur bunny. At least she wears a good yaki crimp. At least it looks realistic. And at least it's still long and luxurious without coming off like she's Karen's almost sister. It looks realer than any bitch I've ever seen. And they all need to subscribe.
Realistic.
Yes.
Baby,
That
did you,
shit be
Yes,
getting
baby,
old.
baby, Debbie,
realistic.
did you, Larger,
Realistic, as in black girl's hair does not go out bone
Not
straight.
black.
Even with the best perm
She
ever,
not.
you still have a crimp in your hair.
Larger,
Gag is she not black.
Larger, did you see that on Watch What Happens Live, baby?
Melanin,
That weave was them that touching the floor, baby.
Ghetto.
I love it. I love
I
it.
love it.
I love it.
I do
Let
like
her
the
do her
fact that
stuff.
the kinky, yaki, that is yaki hair, because that
Yeah,
really
And
bothers
that's
me.
I love that it's
and that's
always the
her own
same
line.
size. I love that it's always the same size because I think, I don't like to see when girls be having a long weave and a short weave and a long weave. I like that it's always the same size. So she can be like, this is
Yeah.
mine. This is
But it's
mine,
not
baby.
always. That's the thing, though. It's not
And
always.
you know she has her own line. Like she just launched her Eve wig line that's made in Africa, where she
Mm.
just went and got her what's it called, citizenship or whatever. And so did Quad.
Ghana.
Absolutely, Quad and her were both over there in Africa getting their thing.
And
Who?
Portia and
Mm.
Phaedra.
Thank you, baby. Y'all put a lot on quad, don't y'all?
Oh, I
Quad was
wasn't.
over there.
I didn't.
Quad was over
She
there getting
wasn't in the
Oh,
shop
citizenship.
you
with
can argue
those.
about getting
She
married
wasn't
to
in the shop
Medicine
with
too.
those. She
Because
wasn't
I
in the
feel
shop
like
with
Did
those.
y'all see quad
you
over
was
there on
talking some
Strawberry?
bullshit yesterday, Larger, about Married to Medicine. I'm sorry
She
about
did. Good.
the Met Gala.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, some people think it's bullshit, and a lot of other people think it's accurate. So go for it.
Did y'all see quad over there on the Sherry Shepherd show?
No, what was she over there for?
Looking like an old maid. She was over there promoting Married to Medicine. She ain't got nothing else to talk about. And she talk
Child.
about, she was like, yeah, so the reunion films
They might as
on
well cancel the show the way Heavenly been behaving.
on the 13th
Y'all don't get off heavenly.
Baby,
February.
Heavenly gonna get off.
And
Heavenly gonna get off Toya.
yes, she is. And then so they
What?
filmed the reunion on February 14th, and she said that she wouldn't mind a friendship with Phaedra as long as Phaedra can stop the line and all the stuff that she does.
Girl.
And that the fight happened because Greg said something disrespectful. So King is a real man, so King had to stand up for his woman and defend
Yeah,
defend.
But I feel like Greg is too worried about Quad. He's always
yeah.
making comments.
He
He
is so
probably
bothered.
But
Oh.
hold on. But it's okay.
okay.
It's okay for Quad to sit in the bathroom out of the blue and say, "You gonna say something to you gonna speak to my ex-husband?"
Wait, what happened?
When Quad was getting dressed for the Met Gala, Quad was like, "You gonna speak to my ex-husband?" He looking at her like, "Why am I speaking to your ex-husband?" So,
Why not? She spoke to his wife.
but Quad brings up Dr. G also. They have no choice.
I
They on
don't,
the same show. They got to bring each other.
I
They
don't
gonna
remember that. I
so
don't
convenient.
remember her doing that.
How convenient. How
Mm-mm.
convenient. Wow. Mm.
Mhm.
I see how it is. I see how it is over here. Okay, let me prepare myself.
Dr.
So
G
which part
holds
was BS? Which part was the BS?
what were you saying about the Phaedra should have given all of that money to the thing and it's Jackie's thing.
So my analogy is, let's say that you and I were about to go on a fabulous girls trip. And you were like, oh my God, Larja, let's go to Jamaica, but we're going to have to stay at Motel 6. But it's on me, but let's stay at Motel 6. And then I say, no, Richie, oh girl, let's go to the freaking Hilton. And I got it. And let's go. And then we get there and it's time to pay the bill. And I'm like, oh, you know what? Why don't you get this? Even though you were the one that wanted to go to the freaking Motel 6. Equivalency is $25,000 that Jackie was willing to pledge and get over that amount. She said, well, they were going to get over. But then Phaedra's mouth said, no, we can get 100,000. And then Phaedra said, when they were short 46,000, oh, I got that.
Okay.
So all of that
Before we
together.
left, though, you're leaving an important caveat out. Before we leave, your girlfriend invites herself on a trip and said, well, you ain't booked your room with the view. So then I said, well, y'all go ahead and do it yourselves then.
But who said the room didn't have a view?
I'm just saying.
Are you saying that's what Heavenly?
Heavenly comes in and says, you ain't doing this, that, and the third, or well, you ain't booked the room fast enough, or you ain't booked the room with the view. So I say, well, you know what? You guys have at it. Do what you want to do then.
So
I'm no longer in it.
For that part, I don't think it was, I want a different room. It's like, bitch, where's my room key? We got things to set up. We got the people like itinerary stuff to do.
You can do it better.
So I need my room key. No, I need my room key. I need an itinerary.
No.
We don't have it.
Since you and your girlfriend got so much to say, y'all carry your asses to the Hilton.
You already changed the venue.
And I'll meet you there.
The thing is,
you already changed the venue, and they're no longer accepting reservations at the Motel 6. Therefore, we have to go with the Hilton that you said for us to switch the venue to. And now it's down to the last minute. And hell no, I'm not trying to put everything back over to the Motel 6 because you're the one that got it in the lobby.
It's your trip, so you need to get it together. You need to figure some shit out.
No, that's not how co-chairs or chairmen are supposed to do. Phaedra dropped the ball. All the Phaedra lovers just need to freaking admit it. She didn't even answer the woman's email or text. It was buried in 79 email and text when she sat down with him the first time. And then
I went on the trip if she was ignoring me.
Good game.
Wait, Q's talking. Q, what'd you say?
Phaedra did not drop the ball. Jackie said that she wanted to do the Met Gala. We all know why she was doing the Met. We all know the theme of the Met Gala was bullshit. At the end of the day, it was bullshit. You only said that because you kept going around. You got called out, and now you're trying to clean it up. That's why you're going on all these tours. How much you care about Black women's pain. We already know how you feel about Black women's pain. So then,
after 20 years of service, we know exactly how she feels about it.
Well, she said it though. She said it out her mouth. She said it out her mouth on her homegirl page. Right. Her homegirl to get on YouTube, she said it out her mouth and try to blame it on Quad and said Quad went researching and put the video out, but it doesn't matter whether Quad did that or not. You still said it out your mouth. So whether she did 20, 30, 40, or 50 years, she still came out of her mouth and said it. The other thing is when it's her event. So with it being her event, if she says, if I'm doing an event with Gabor and Gabor tells me I want to raise $25,000, cool. That's what he wants to raise. And I come back and say, child, we can get more than that. We can get 100,000. Okay, cool. But guess what? The goal was met and it succeeded because she got over 25,000. So all Phaedra did was pay what was paid. I don't give a damn if it was 11:59 on the dot and the money was due at 12 o'clock. Phaedra paid the money. That is the end of the conversation. There is no more conversation. So for Heavenly to get online and make it seem like none of this was paid, or for Jackie to feel the way that she feel, is messed up. And if Jackie has a problem with Phaedra, then Jackie needs to be the one who calls up Phaedra or talks to Phaedra and says, Phaedra, Me and you need to have a conversation. Why didn't you do X, Y, and Z? It is not Heavenly's event. And then for Dr. Bunny to get her ass up there and say, well, I guess, baby, this friend over here is joining, is now the COO or whatever of the club. Like Phaedra said, oh, okay, cool. Y'all got it. Y'all can have it. Well,
Yeah, take it.
no, I didn't promise $100,000. You didn't promise it. Yes, I promised it. You didn't promise. I'm still going to do my part. And like I have said, and like Gabor has said, and like Richie has said, if they did not give Phaedra a chance to fuck up.
Right.
Did not give her a chance to fuck up. So instead, they had an out for her. Okay, well, first thing come out Heavenly mouth when she walked in the event. What Phaedra do? Girl, what you do? And I don't want to hear about behind the scenes shit. What she do on the camera? Nothing but run her damn mouth.
And did she ever say how much she gave?
It didn't. She ain't say it on the camera.
So
yes, she did. She did put in over 30,000 of her own money. The fact remains, as a co-chair, Dr. Heavenly had every right to say something. As the person who was on the board or whatever, she said she's not going to do next time of the event. She had a right to ask these two ladies to help her out with the event. The one who raised the money goal and said she would pay several times is the one who is only responsible for what her mouth said. Therefore,
so at that point,
everything else you guys are saying is like mute, because
it's not.
No, it's not.
And then it came to, yes, behind the scenes matter, because the reason she didn't pay for a month and until right before the season ended was to save face. And only after she re-enlisted the ladies to help her raise more money so that she didn't want to pay the amount.
I got a question before I go, because I got to go cook this food. But the question is this: who paid the most money at the end of the night?
That football player, he paid $5,000 for ashtray.
Who paid the most money?
Phaedra.
Phaedra paid the most money. So Phaedra should be the one that's speaking about what's going on. And was Heavenly really the co-chair? Because she got on camera and asked Jackie and the woman who actually set the event up, what did Phaedra do? And on top of that, she got online yesterday and was dragging Toya, or trying to drag Toya, saying that Toya didn't pay no money. And when Toya said it was a lie, she said, well, Jackie told me that you didn't get a dime, bring the receipt. So what were you actually doing except for trying to embarrass Phaedra?
And is it embarrassed?
It doesn't seem like that she know what went on with the event. And she was supposed to be the co-chair.
Okay.
I thought Heavenly said she was the DJ, not the DJ, the host, co-host.
She was the co-chair with Phaedra.
Okay, whatever.
And Jackie.
Whatever. It's like, yeah, whatever. I know what I know. We all have POVs for a reason. I love it. I love it. It makes the world spicy. She didn't pay when she said she would. She needed help to try to get some more money so she wouldn't have to pay. And then, yes, she finally paid to save face. And yes, she did pay the most because she said the number and she said she would make it up.
It sounds like no matter what Phaedra would have done, that she would have something to say.
Let me ask a question real quick. What did Phaedra say about her date that she was paying that the bill was gonna be paid? What was the date that she was supposed to pay the bill by?
I don't know. They didn't say anything about a date.
So then how can you say, well, she paid it a month late, or she paid it whenever she got ready to pay it if there was no date?
Because the night that the check was wrote, when they ran everybody else's credit card at the event, and the time that they tallied up when they had were you paying attention? Quad and them all went over and they tallied up everything and they had $56,000. Remember?
Right,
they tallied all the stuff. And then that's how they found out that they didn't pay. Remember?
Go ahead, girl. Let me go on, child. Was I paying attention? Girl, please.
Because I did too. She paid it. I don't just understand what the rest of the what else would have made you happy? Like if she would have paid it faster, if she what?
See, and it's not even like a faster or slower thing. It's everybody else making it that. The only reason that Dr. Heavenly brought it up in her review was again because she was answering a question. Somebody
No,
said, did Phaedra
it
pay?
seems like you're
And
standing
then she
on
said,
something. You're
said,
standing on something, and
no.
I'm trying to figure out what it is. What are you standing on? Like, what? You point out all this stuff to say what?
Yeah.
That Phaedra should have done what?
It's not that Phaedra should have done. It's that Heavenly was not lying when she said what she said about the episode that was aired,
Hey,
where she
Jesus.
asked the question. It was just to answer the question in that moment. And then she said, I don't want to get ahead in the episode. It's all going to play out. But at this point, she hasn't paid. That was all that was said. And everybody's like, she's a liar. She's trying to blow Phaedra's spot up. No. She was reviewing the show and answering the question, and everybody's drawers and panties are in a bunch. And all I'm saying is, did you listen to what she said? Which was in this episode, the woman didn't pay. It's going to play out. She's going to pay later. You have a problem with Phaedra. Just saying that y'all are trying to make it like Heavenly's doing something to Phaedra when all she did was answer a question in her live review that had to do with the current episode, and without going forward and saying, oh yeah, well, she pays eventually, without doing that, because it's going to play out in a future episode. The only time she gets in
Here's the
trouble in
thing.
Bravo is when she goes ahead in the episode.
Here's the thing. Here's the
Yeah.
thing.
Okay, here's the thing.
Go ahead, Kim.
The issue is this. Heavenly can get on her YouTube channel and say whatever she wants to say. She can make it seem like this didn't happen, this didn't happen. But yet when we're asking questions, the answer is, well, I don't know, she didn't put a date on it. So she didn't pay it that night, but she paid it, right? It got paid. Phaedra presented 2 checks. Phaedra paid the most money out of everybody. She paid it. So again, that is the end of the discussion. When they get down to the reunion, all Phaedra needs to say is, did you get your check? And Jackie said yes. And then Phaedra can say, Andy, we can move on to the next question. There is no more conversation. I don't care if I paid it the day of, the night of, the evening of, the morning of. You got your money. You got your money at the end of the day, and that's all that matters. Heavenly gets online and she runs her mouth, and then she has people like you who fall for it and be like, well, she said this online, she said that, she said this, she did that, blah blah. I'm going off what she said on the episode, but it wasn't shown on the TV to people that for the people that was watching the show on the TV. It wasn't said on there. It was said on her YouTube channel. So at the end of the day, Heavenly needs to stop running her mouth. We already know that she write her mouth that she can't. We already know she can't fight. So stop running your mouth about what's going on the show. You have an issue with Phaedra. Say you got an issue with Phaedra. Don't make it seem like Phaedra didn't pay something. She paid it. That's it. That's the end of the conversation. Like, what else is there?
Larger, you got some feedback. That's why I had muted you for a second.
No worries.
I just don't understand why everybody's shitting on Phaedra. The bottom line is, okay, you said all the things that you said, but the bottom line is she did what she said she was going to do. It might not have been in the order in which you would have liked it, but she did what she said she was going to do. And she did more than what the chair of the host, the chair, the person. This, to me, it's embarrassing that Phaedra, that you guys are picking on Phaedra for to step up and do something that you should be doing, considering the scandal that you had last year with you should have donated a whole $100,000. And really, this is how I know she don't really give up about her patrons, because she should have been the main one. Like, guys, I'm sorry. This is my. She don't have to say I'm sorry, but make a grand gesture to like correct what she did, instead of have Heavenly come and talk all her shit for her. I'm not feeling that about Jackie. But yeah, that's
so
very
when Dr. Heavenly's on her YouTube channel,
and
she's being
I love Dr. Heavenly. That's my bitch for real. I like the way she fights. I know people can't stand Heavenly. I fucks with Heavenly. So
she fight.
She's a blogger, and bloggers
When she be
are
screaming,
paid
"Fuck
like they
security,"
literally run their mouth.
I like the way she fight. She be like, your mama, your baby, whoever. Like,
Yeah.
that's how I fight too. Like, if
oh
it's fuck you,
wow.
fuck everybody in your family.
But
Like,
I'm sure, but I'm sure, but I'm sure if Contessa step to you, you won't be screaming security, security. I'm sure you'll be doing all that.
she said, I saw her live last night with Chris, and she said she was scared to death of Contessa. Yeah. So
What
she
does
did
it,
say that.
what does that tell you? Stop running your fucking mouth.
No, that doesn't. That's not what it tells anybody on a show where they're paid to talk and run their mouth. It's not Zeus. You're not on Jocelyn's Cabaret. You're not on Love and Hip Hop Nothing. You're on a show of Black excellence paid professionals where you're paid to talk with your mouth, use your intellect and your wit, and then I guess if you don't have none, then you're going to resort to physical violence. But even then, that's your choice. But it's not in your contract, hon.
To say your mama this and your husband this, that's intellect? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's a
I always
go-to.
say intellect, but
That's a
Sweet
go-to.
Tea acting like she's such a victim is not flying for me. Like,
Oh my
you get
gosh,
up
right.
there and say that the girl's mother is in. What did she say about Heavily? Whatever she said, it doesn't
Her
even
mother was
matter.
in hell. Her dead mother's in hell.
Yeah, she
Well,
engages in the bullshit too. So for you to go running up to Heavenly's husband, like, and another thing with Sweet Tea is, that's a trigger for Heavenly. Everybody knows when it comes to Daddy, she don't play. So for you to constantly be tapping on that, what's coming after it.
but
Like,
the
it's
thing
just
Mhm.
going to get deeper and deeper, the insults for you.
I will say
And
this.
Right.
Heavenly's better than me because I would be attacking her uterus and every fucking thing else, and y'all would just have to be mad at me because when I fight, I fight. I'm fighting. I play it for keeps. Like fuck
I
you,
will
the
say this.
babies you can't have, all that. Like, for
I
real.
will say this about Sweet Tea. I don't think Sweet Tea needs to be on the show anymore, but not for the reasons that y'all are giving. I think that she gets bullied, but I also don't think Sweet Tea know how to stand up for herself. You are in a group of women and they are dogging you. You can't, when they say shut up, you shut up. When the girls say jump, you say how high. Like, no, forget that. I'm gonna say what I want to say to her. Heavenly ain't no goddamn body to me. I'm gonna say what I want to say to her. Jackie ain't nobody to me. I'm gonna say what I want to say. And I was pissed off. I wanted Sweet Tea gone last season when she apologized to Jackie on the boat. What the fuck is you apologizing for? That's how you felt
Wait,
about
what
it.
she apologized for? I forgot. For what?
For saying
Oh, because she
fuck
called
you,
her a
bitch.
bitch.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was she should have apologized. Q, what are you talking about? Why
that
would
was
she call
so out
Jackie
of
a
left
bitch?
field.
Should not have apologized because Jackie was talking to her like she was a little girl.
She
She was
is,
okay.
but
Okay.
why was she talking to her like a little girl? I'm sorry. Refresh my
No, you
memory because I
fine.
don't
I know how
remember.
you do. I know how you do when it comes to me. It's fine. You know, when I be spitting, when I be spilling the truth. No, I don't remember. I don't exactly remember what happened. I just know they had gotten to some kind of like, oh, if I'm not mistaken, Sweet Tea was like, why do we have to cater to you or because they had went back to where Curtis took his mistress. That's what Hilton did. And I
Oh
think
yeah.
Sweet Tea was like, why do we have to pretty much cater to y'all? Well, she's right. Jackie, why we gotta cater to you and your feelings? Like the thing is, Mariah told us a long time ago Jackie was full of shit and her slip was showing. So now when somebody comes for Jackie, it's like nobody can come for Jackie. Nobody can say anything to Jackie because here come Heavily popping up. Here comes Simone piping up. The thing is, Sweet Tea had a right to say how she feels, but I wouldn't have apologized.
But this goes back to my thing about the new people. Mind your business. This group has a thing with Jackie and her going to her husband and his infidelity, and well, that, if I'm not mistaken, that was between Simone and Jackie, right? So
Which
what
was
is Sweet Tea chiming in for?
no, that was
Right.
Because
no,
Simone
yeah, that was
coordinated
yeah,
the trip, right?
you're right.
So it's like Sweet Tea, she doesn't know how to read the room. Just like how you're saying when they were on the trip and they were arguing at the table, and Sweet Tea chimed in and they were like, "Girl, not now." They had just went through the war. Everybody settled down, and here she come trying to chastise Heavenly. Like, not now. We
But
just got
she was
everybody to
she was
stop.
asking if they was on bullshit though. Even Simone was on board. Well, I don't know how we got here. Simone, you do know how y'all got here. Big Back over there was running her motherfucking mouth. So I had to check her ass. That's how we got here. Because Simone, whenever you go at it with Heavenly, you don't want nobody shutting you down saying you can't say what you want to say to Heavenly.
But it's not that she can't say nothing. It's like in this moment we've all like even on Beverly Hills. Was it Beverly Hills? They were like, okay, no, it's Salt Lake. You don't watch it. They were like, all right, let's take a break. Like, let's just stop fighting for now. Just everybody, it gets out of control. Everybody just.
I get
And
it.
she's just trying to go heavily right now, and it's like, girl, please get off me from right now, please.
That's why I don't think that. I just don't think that she is built for the show, unfortunately. And you know, she just has to go. And on top of it, nobody is really interacting with her. I don't know what happened or whatever, because you know, her and Toya was cool, her and Simone were cool, and I don't really see them. I mean, the season not over, but I don't really see them interacting with her. So it's just like she's on the island by herself. I don't know nothing about the new girl, but it's like she's on the island by herself. So it's just
I can tell you what's happening. They gave Toya hell for years for being a stay-at-home mom. They don't respect her or Quad because they're not doctors.
Right.
And you got CT coming in here marrying this man, and now she's promoting this age gap lifestyle thing she's doing. And he said she was a government worker. Or whatever, which is a respectable job or whatever, but it's not who they think they are, and they're going to slowly start icing her out because she's not. They only did it to get at Quad, and they're all starting to be good with Quad now. So it's like, girl, you can actually be quiet now. Like you, that's where a lot of this is coming from. That's probably what you're sensing from everybody. Like with them shutting her down, all of a sudden it feels so abrupt because they never saw it for her to begin with.
And that's possibly could be true. But that's the thing. Like this show was supposed to be doctors, so everybody on the show is a doctor in some sense, right? Well, not everybody. You get where I'm going.
Yeah.
So she married a doctor, and I get it, right? This girl may not seem like she's on the same level as the other girls, but neither is Toya and neither is Quad. And the interesting thing is, while Quad is going on this hate train or hate tour about Phaedra, Quad, they gonna do the same thing to you again next season. So it's like you in the group right now, but they're gonna humble your ass. You said what?
How is it a hate thing towards Phaedra?
Because they're going on. Because here's the thing: last season they were like, "Oh my goodness, Phaedra coming on the show. We so happy to have her here." Phaedra was reading the girls down. Phaedra was doing this and doing that. Phaedra bringing more eyes to the show. Fine. This season, it's like, oh well, we ain't messing with Phaedra. And I should have known, blah blah blah. Because I remember what Phaedra did to Candy. I remember what Phaedra did to Candy and blah 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 blah. But it's like y'all was just bigging up the girl. Now y'all not rocking with her.
I think they were just trying to make her earn her check this time because they realized last season all she gave was smirks and fabulous wigs. So this season they tried to have her engage on a level that they engage on, which is beyond smirks and fabulous wigs. And when they pushed her, all she did was get mad. And then she became a shade assassin in her confessionals while smirking in their face and calling them, "You bitches ain't on my level," and all that stuff. So she got her back way up.
She said
because
it to their face,
they did try to hold her accountable.
She said it to their face, though. They get in their confessionals. Wasn't they down there tearing her up at Jackie house? And then what happened at the ball? What happened at the party? Hey, girl, it's so good to see you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're gonna write a check? Oh, that's Jackie's face. Heavenly. I mean, Phaedra. Oh, you want to write the check? That was especially Heavenly.
Right. Thank you, Richie.
She did. She did say, because she was like, "That's a lot of money." Did you see the look on her face? She was shocked.
But that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Phaedra can sit there. Phaedra was saying, because you just said that she was like, "You bitches." She said it to their face.
But also what she did not say to their face was the thing about how Jackie was just doing this to try to clear up last season.
Oh, no, I agree.
She didn't need to bring that up. As an attorney, she was being malicious because she dropped the ball. And that was said before she didn't write the check.
Drop the ball. Phaedra did not drop the ball. How?
She dropped the ball. She dropped the ball.
She did not drop the ball.
She didn't help with the thing. I don't know what she was supposed to do, but she didn't help with the thing the way she was supposed to. Everybody said she didn't help. So everybody's a liar.
Hold on.
Or am I just taking it from Heavenly?
Hold on. You just said it. I don't know what she was supposed to do. So since you don't know what she was supposed to do, how did she drop the ball?
Because everybody said she dropped the ball.
So if everybody
No,
said jump off
it's
a bridge,
not
you
a
should jump off a
good
bridge.
answer,
That ain't how that works.
Larger.
That ain't how that works.
Okay, so let's go over
Because
to
if you
Phaedra's
look
page
at
and have her list what she did.
okay, let me talk. Jackie is the chair. So
Right.
all Jackie did was say, Phaedra, here, you do every fucking thing. Heavenly, Phaedra, I don't feel like she's doing enough, so you do what Phaedra's not doing. So all they did was call an event planner. She got Phaedra's contacts, using Phaedra's people to come in and spend their money. What did Jackie do? Jackie dropped the ball, and Phaedra saved the day, if you ask me. Because if Phaedra didn't donate the other portion of the money, the $100 that she promised her, and the only reason why Phaedra wouldn't donate it is just on spite off of GP, because you bitches are talking way too much shit before this even happened, before y'all even to say that I didn't do anything. It didn't even start yet for y'all to be saying I didn't do shit. So what are y'all talking about? Phaedra is a way better woman than me, because I wouldn't have gave them shit. But I get it. She's standing on fucking business, and y'all not, like she said, you bitches is not no bitches like you who don't even have $100,000 for your own event.
And also, don't forget, Richie. Don't forget when we saw Phaedra come to the house with Jackie. Phaedra had her notebook out. I did not see Jackie say, "Okay, Phaedra, I need you to do X, Y, and Z. I need you to go down here and get this. I need you to go get this. I need you to go get that." I didn't see her do any of those things. Next thing we know, she in the car. Well, girl, you know the people say you ain't down there doing what you're doing. Well, what she was supposed to be doing? Now,
immediately she was talking shit.
I do agree that I wish that I wish that Phaedra would have said it to Jackie's face. Hold up, girl. I'm doing X, Y, and Z for you because you got your ass handed to you last year.
On. Go ahead, y'all.
Because you got your ass handed to you last year, but she didn't do anything. So so it's that's what the people say. But what did Phaedra do? What did Jackie ask Phaedra to do? That is the argument. We didn't see Jackie ask her anything. Unless a scene, because Married to Medicine is known for editing out scenes. Unless a scene was edited out, she didn't ask the girl to do anything.
That's what I was just going to say. We didn't see her write the check either, but we know that she didn't on that day.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a canceled check of Phaedra's.
She did end up writing 2 checks behind the scenes. So behind the scenes stuff is very relevant.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter what the 8th housewife shows us. If there's context behind the scenes that's available.
Mm-hmm.
You're not giving her credit, Larger, because she wrote 2 checks. Like what more do y'all want?
She wrote 2 checks. I said that. I don't have. You guys are making me have a problem with Phaedra. I don't have a problem
girl,
with Phaedra. I'm gonna pull a Bronwyn right now. I don't have a problem with Phaedra. You guys keep saying I have a problem with Phaedra. I told you my only rebuttal in all of this kerfuffle is the mere fact that yet again, people are making Heavenly out to be a liar. And yet again, he told the truth. And yet again, now that people know she told the truth, now it's something else because the line is always moving for Dr. Heavenly. But that's okay, though. That's okay. Bloggers talk, but when Heavenly runs her mouth, it's too much.
Thing. And Q, I really wish you watched Salt Lake City, because we were going to go into that right now, but I'm off this because y'all just want Phaedra to be the bad guy because of whatever she did on Housewives of Atlanta. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't think she was lying. Okay,
you talking about that? You talk about when You talk about when Candy started to beef with Phaedra. You talking about that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's how I got started with Candy starting to beef with Phaedra. Oh, okay.
Let's talk about this lie. Should we? Because I don't think it was a lie.
What lie?
The one where Phaedra told Portia, "Be careful around Candy." Now, when you use the word drug and rap, it makes it sound way more salacious than it is. But if you look at what happened with Tiny, her bandmate Tiny and T.I., who are accused of let's having orgies with substances and you hear they were in the club. I want to lick you till you come.
Yeah.
And Todd saying, maybe that might not be a good idea because you guys are on the show together. It could get messy. But if Todd wasn't there, it could have happened. And maybe not in a dungeon, like it sounds so salacious. Maybe just in the bedroom, we're getting high and having sex. It's true, and that's the path they were on. That's what Candy's into. Remember when they went to Broadway and Candy wanted everybody to wear vibrating panties watching, like, was it about slaves, the show?
I don't know what
Like,
the
why
show's
would you
about.
want everyone to be titillated while watching your play about a black man's struggle? Like,
If they got
Candy,
upset, if they got upset when people didn't want to participate.
Yeah, that was weird.
yeah, how about
And
that
they
part?
weren't even going to be in control of their own things, remember?
Yeah.
That was
Another,
And
weird.
other people's
another man is
husbands were,
another man is controlling your woman's Candy. What?
Yeah, that's a good theory. That's a good theory. It's sound and it's so crazy because I was just talking to another YouTuber today that didn't want to say that on their channel, but and then you just said it out loud because
listen,
yeah,
I'm
it
not
seems
monetized.
feasible
I don't give a shit.
except for the word grape was used when she said it.
Right.
Right.
That's
If you
what
take
made it
out
wrong.
grape, and if you take out, like, when you say you're going to drug somebody, it sounds like you're going to slip them a Mickey.
Or
When,
baby oil them.
yeah, or that. But if you go to Ti, the allegations against Ti and Tiny, they were handing people ecstasy as soon as they came into the house. If you didn't want the ecstasy, you didn't have to participate. You can go home. You know what I'm saying? So it was probably, I don't know if it was set up that way, but it was like, here, let's have some party favors, have some fun. I love the same
You are the
things you love.
company. You are the
Like,
company you keep, right? That's pretty much what you're saying. Candy was
yeah,
talking about people who did certain things, so the rumor got out about Candy. Phaedra took it and ran with it, or whatever. But at the
she
end of
said,
the
be
day,
careful.
yeah, be careful. But at the end of the day, it ain't like it was difficult to say. It'd be the one thing if it was like Cynthia, you'd be like, girl, Cynthia's not down there doing that. But it ain't like it was difficult when it comes to Candy. Like it ain't like, but that
It's
is
not
where
so far fetched.
right. So that is where all the hate is coming from. Yeah, is Phaedra a liar? Phaedra was a liar, season 3, scene 1, episode 1, second 1. Phaedra was a liar. Phaedra is still a liar. Who don't know
Well,
when
she
they
said
do
she didn't
dating?
know when her baby was due.
Yeah, we knew she was lying right then and there. The whole group knew Phaedra was lying. But the fact is, though, Candy, you not so squeaky clean perfect like you think you are.
No. So I think that's where a lot of the not Portia,
Phaedra
Phaedra,
hate come from.
yeah. And I don't think it was so far fetched when it happened on Atlanta. Are we excited about Atlanta? Because
No.
No.
I one of the girls, I remember I was working for Warner Music Group during the Maybach Music Group era, and I remember her from back then as one of his girls, and the girl that Kenya had the thing with, and I don't know who these other girls are, but I'm not excited about any of these people. But I'm barely excited about Portia, because what and I don't want to steal the word sting about, can we have real talk? I'm thinking my own shit, but can we really talk about Phaedra and Portia in Africa with the scantily clad with, like, what is that? How do you guys feel about that? Because it's like giving
Well, I think
Southern Places.
the thing with really quick, the thing with Housewives, and we because I heard Larger said no, she's not excited. You're not excited. I'm not excited. I have not really heard anybody, especially content creators, really say, "Oh, I can't wait till Atlanta come back on," because I think we all already know that it's not going to be good. And it's going to be, and I think the reason is, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the reason is because Atlanta was that show.
It was.
And
It was ahead of. I feel like it was ahead of Beverly Hills, but
it was, yes.
maybe. Yeah, it
No,
was.
it was Beverly Hills and Atlanta was like up there, right?
Oh,
But
yeah. Okay, we'll say that.
Atlanta, excuse me, Atlanta was that show, and it didn't just take. You know how sometimes a show might be like, oh, it was like, oh, that was an okay season. Atlanta was on top, and then it fell. Like it
What
just,
made it fall, do you think?
I will say,
Meaning?
no. When Kenya came on the show, it definitely changed. I think it was bad to put Kim Fields on the show. I think some of the girls deserve. I thought Shamari. I understand why she didn't do because Ronnie didn't want her to do a second season, but I thought
He
she
did.
deserved. No, he didn't want to do a second season, but I thought she deserved a second season. I think sometimes they bring a housewife in, give them one season, okay, out the door. And then it was not a good idea to give Marlo a peach. Um, a lot of people don't agree with me on this,
She was
but
awful on there.
the person who had real life drama going on, y'all didn't go out there and get her for the show. Kim
Hmm.
Zolciak should have came back to the show because she was the only one who
I
had
say that
real.
all the time. People think I'm crazy for that.
Yes,
Hey, lovely Mo.
she should have came back because she had real life drama going on at the moment. Y'all remember?
Real drama.
Let me tell you about how good Beverly Hills is. Remember when the house got robbed? Baby, they picked them
Mhm.
cameras up just like they had just put the cameras down. They had just put the girls had just went on break. Dorit put that robbery out there, and the cameras was up and running the day of the damn robbery. And
Eva, you think Eva was good casting?
no.
I thought that was a
I
bad.
liked Eva. I liked Eva on the Marcel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
liked her on there.
The
Mm,
Atlanta don't have no real life drama going on where we all can be like, okay, cool. Because when I heard Portia come back, I was like, oh, by the time the show comes back on air, nobody's going to care that Portia's getting a divorce from this man.
this is the thing, right? There's a line in Batman, the one where like the ships are in the middle of the ocean and Batman has to choose what he's going to say, and the Joker says that you basically need me. Like there's no Batman without. I don't know if it was the Joker, whoever it was.
Mm-hmm.
They need like Portia needs Kenya, like
Mm-hmm.
Nene needs Kim.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just like have these. They can't stand alone. A lot of them, like they need the other the yin to the yang, or the hero and the villain, or however you want to call it. Like they have to like feed off of each other. Like having Kenya there without picking on Portia, or that's why I went so awry with whatever she just did, because she only knows really how to pick on Portia and straddle that line. Yeah, they need someone to play off of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It just, I'll stop talking a little large ago, but I just want to say this one thing. I'm just not excited for it. But like and y'all know and most people know I love Sheree. I go up for Sheree. I think Sheree is hilarious. But I just feel like getting rid of a lot of the cast members and trying to usher these new girls in. It just, and hey, it may be we all could be up here and be wrong by the end of the season. We may be like, oh my gosh, Atlanta is back, blah blah blah. But I just don't see that.
When I don't know if you remember, I said this, that as we're all growing and getting older, we're all doing it together. So we got introduced to these characters 10 however many years ago, and we know them, we're invested in them. Even if we hate Kim Zolciak, even if we hate Nene, even if we hate Marlo, we still have some familiarity with them. Just like my life, like I'm loving to seeing the people from Divorce Thing. It's like we're all family. So you bring these new people in, and it's like, why should I care about these people? It's like New York. Like, why do I care about anybody on this cast? Where's Sonia? Where's Dorinda? Where's all those people? So as we're aging and getting older, we want to see what's going on. How is Nene doing after Greg dying? Oh, she's with this guy, this fucking creep, or whatever. Or Kim left the show to go be with Croy. Oh my God, it's ending in disaster. Portia too. Like we want to see what's going on with the original characters that we have been invested in from the beginning. And like you're saying, Q, I think it's a mistake to just usher. You can usher in maybe one new person, see if it works. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. And they actually just plopping in a person who's not a friend of the show doesn't work. Not a friend with the girls is not working. Ebony K. Williams is an example. You just can't plop somebody in the middle of the thing. Garcelle's kind of working out or whatever, but she was friends with Lisa Rinna. They were at least acting like it. But back to my original point, we're still invested in these people and we want to see them. So I know people don't like to say that Nene could come back, but I really wish they can get the old gang back together. I feel like that's the only way to save it. What do you guys think?
always thought that also. But I don't need Kim. And I personally don't need Sheree because she's already been back and forth so many times. Like,
Mhm.
but
What's your
aside from that,
favorite?
everybody else, including like, I would even tolerate Candy some more. But because Candy with Nene back, with Phaedra back, like, so yeah, so give me the OGs. But
So
like I said, yeah, Sheree can stay home with
I
Kim.
think Sheree is boring as a box of rocks, but in the first and second season, Sheree was funny because she used to come at Nene's neck, but in a in her little voice thing, and she's not on the guest list, and
let-
that type of little subtle stuff. She's not.
I'll tell you something else too. I'm gonna tell you where else Bravo messed up by not having Candy and Phaedra have a sit down conversation about what happened. They should have been
Yes, resolve
even,
this.
even if it was for a couple episodes, they should have had Phaedra come back, and just like they forced them girls to do every goddamn thing else for a check, they should
You're
have had them
right,
two sit
Q.
down
You're
for
absolutely. That would have been
conversation.
epic. That would have been
How
epic.
many times have we seen Nene choke Kim, and that girl had to sit down with her and have a whole sit down with her? Think about, even though some people like Sheree, some people don't like Sheree. Think about how epic it was when Sheree and Nene was in that restaurant, and Nene got her ass running out the damn restaurant away from Sheree. You don't forget shit like that, right? Like, and then you need silly, stupid feuds, like when Sheree and Kenya was arguing about the house. That wasn't a real feud. It was a fun, silly feud. They became cool after that. But then you need real life. Yeah, some people may not want Kim on the show, but everybody would have tuned in and had an opinion about what Kim and Corey was going through.
And you might have enjoyed it. You might have saw it as karma. That's what the fuck she get, or whatever. Like she left us for Croy, and look, they're broke. Like even if you hate watching, I still think she did some value there.
Only thing I say about Candy, I think if anybody was going to leave, it should have been Candy. The only reason why is because she had finished her story. There was really nothing else outside of the Phaedra situation. There was really nothing else for Candy to talk about. She had the kids. She got married. She completed the circle. So it was like, what else could you see Candy? The shit with her and Marla was bullshit. We all know it was. But what else is there really left for Candy to do?
Mm-hmm.
And I believe if you're not gonna put Mariah back on Married to Medicine, you need to put Mariah over there on Housewives of Atlanta. Mariah
I don't
is
want to
TV
go
gold.
Atlanta. I think
Yeah, I
Mariah
don't
is
think
so
so.
nasty. She's so she's just a nasty, wicked spirit to me. I just put her back on Married to Medicine because she will give Jackie the fucking business that she
Well,
deserves. Seriously.
that girl TV gold. That girl is TV gold.
Put her back on Married to Medicine. Because Contessa, I don't want to see Contessa. I don't know what I'm gonna say this. I don't want to say this because I don't want it to be true, but I feel like why are her eyes always red? Her and Scott, are they on something? It's not
Ooh,
Ozempic because
ooh.
I take a form of I take this sister brand Trulicity. My eyes were never red. I didn't have it started messing up my pancreas, but I just stopped taking it. But I think that I'm a mess in the comments. I think that I don't want to see Contessa with her rage against Heavenly.
I want to contest to whoop Heavenly ass.
But she was never going to do that. She's a
It's not
doctor.
that kind of show. I didn't want to see that. It's not that. That's what ruined Potomac. The Potomac's fight is when they allowed people like Mia to be okay with that show. It's like no wonder Mia's on Potomac now
Oh, you're right.
because that
You're right.
fight. You know what I'm saying? That's not the vibe that it was supposed to be. It took the show way down, and now
A
it's Girls Gone Wild.
larger. Not just that.
Yeah,
Let's think about Kenya should have been fired when she pulled out Kim Field's chair. Kenya should not have been back on allowed on the
yeah.
show. Portia should have been fired when she dragged Kenya across the stage.
I don't agree.
Also, let's go back to how them girls remember when Brandy Glanville smacked Lisa in the face when she was throwing drinks on people when she pushed Kyle and Kyle ass went flying. Everything.
Yeah, she did push Kyle hecka hard.
So I feel like, to your point, yes, with Potomac, but then it goes back even further. And don't even get me started on New Jersey. So I feel like Andy is okay with it going down that road, and we're like, no, it shouldn't be like that. I don't really remember outside of Portia. I don't remember the girls getting down like that on Atlanta. I mean, yeah,
Well,
Kim got her wig tugged, but I don't.
right.
And we almost had the fight, the pillow fight, but I don't remember the girls getting down like that. But let me ask y'all this real quick before I go eat.
Yeah, she did Mashandra's face too. You're right about that. And Toya did
Yeah,
push Mariah's purse in the pool on that first
yeah,
season.
they was fighting. They got the fighting on that, and Andy was okay with it. But let me ask y'all this: people keep saying
Right.
they want Nene back. I don't mean to say. I'm sorry, Richie. People keep saying they want Nene to come back, but do y'all really think Nene would change the show? Well, I mean,
Yeah,
not
I
I
think a lot of
think
people would watch.
not change the
I
show. Excuse me,
think
not change the show.
I think life has
Not change.
humbled Nene enough.
Not change the show. But do you think after about 5 episodes, Nene would go right back into the old Nene where people didn't like her?
Let me say this. I think you have to bring Nene back with Kim,
Okay.
with other people, not just Nene by herself. No, it's not going to. That's not going to work. It has to be like the old crew.
Well, not the whole crew because they can keep Lisa and they can keep Deshaun off the show, baby.
Well, I said the old crew. Like it don't
Oh,
have to be everybody, but the standouts. Like I don't know what Kenya did, but y'all can make that right. It has to be Nene,
Mm.
Kenya, Candy, Portia, Kim. Who else?
Sheree.
Sheree. I don't know who else. So I feel like I'm missing
And then
somebody. We need
you can add a new girl. Then you can add a new girl.
a friend of Marlo is a friend
Mhm.
of.
Yeah, you can add a new girl like that. Like that.
Because let's be honest, the thing with Drew, like Drew and all that, that was a mess. Who cares about Drew Sidora?
Drew got on a TV lying. Drew
Right.
the whole
Candy
school
and
was lying.
Candy and Phaedra and Nene got to come together on the same show because I feel like when they were all together, Nene was funny. Nene was comfortable. She would probably have to. Oh, Cynthia, she would probably have to help mediate this thing between Candy and Phaedra. I'm just reading the comments. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I just think the fighting goes back a long time past Potomac. No, it was not right on Potomac. I'm not discrediting that, but it goes back even further. Child, when Brandy pushed Kyle, I was like, Kyle, girl, where's you going? Oh,
With
that
the
goddamn
pizza,
was that the pizza when she pushed her?
when she was trying to talk to Kim, she was like, "Let
Yeah,
me
she
talk
had the
to
pizza
my
and
sister."
she was taking up for Kim. Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, girl, she barely pushed you, but but Brandy was allowed to put her hands on people and come back. Even when
And
she was
she's
over,
living in her karma. And honestly,
yeah,
the side, you know what happened to Brandy's face? I feel like that's what's happening to Mia's face. I don't know if you guys have high definition or 5K, 4K TVs, whatever they are now, but Mia's face, we make jokes about the crater face, but it's actually maybe I don't think she can afford the same stuff that she had before. Like you could tell, like her wigs are different, her outfits are different, her makeup is different. I think that she's not able to afford those shots, and she's going to end up with a blend. Maybe not as bad as Brandy, but it's starting to like kind of look that way.
Mia should have been fired. Mia should have been fired.
When
Monique
she
should have been
assaulted Wendy,
Monique should have been fired, and guess what? Candace should have been fired. Candace should have been fired when she was flinging that knife because what
no,
happens is
I don't think
when
so.
you see
That's
somebody
a
doing it,
reach.
when you
That's
see
a
somebody
reach.
doing
She
Yeah.
it,
didn't put her hands on
she
anybody.
had a knife in her hand and she was swinging it every which way.
Everybody else had put their
And,
hands on
and-
somebody.
but what happens is you now put it where people can do how they feel. Oh, because this girl did it, that girl did it. I said this
No,
when I saw it,
hands is the line. Keep your hands to yourself.
but
Throw lettuce, throw knives, throw
but that's
glasses.
the thing though. Throwing stuff can get your hands put on you.
But if it
You should,
doesn't, like even the lady that threw that glass at didn't Ramona Singer throw a glass that cut somebody? Now that was fireable because she cut somebody because it actually hit somebody and
But she
caused
didn't
damage.
mean it though. She didn't mean it. I think intent
But she
matters.
still did it, and that was a contact.
I
So
think
I just feel like contact.
intent matters to me.
But I also thought I thought
Okay.
Kenya should have been gone or something when she literally got up and got in Kim Phil's personal space.
She
Like,
was on Kim's ass. I wonder, she was so jealous of Kim's success,
yes,
I
she
think.
was. Yes, she was.
Yeah,
Hey,
what was that? Why was she
remember
on her
she
like
said,
that?
remember she said, y'all remember when she said, My career is no different than Kim Field's career. I said, girl,
Please.
You said
Kim
what?
Fields was just
What
on
you
the thing
say?
with her mom the other day.
she said when she was at the reunion, she said my career was no different than Kim Field's career, and Kim Field's career is no different than mine.
Girl. See, that's the delusion that we need out of these housewives. When it gets dark, like I think I said to Gabor, Mia, the problem when he was calling Mia the king, queen, or whatever, the problem with Mia, she's introduced. Okay, let's start from the beginning. She was an orphan. She spent Christmas on the floor. She was possibly SA'd. She was in a strip club. She met
Her mom was
Gordon.
a crack. Her mom smokes crack. Wasn't that what
Her
it was?
mom,
Her mom was a
yeah, I
recovering
didn't get there
addict.
yet. Her mom is a drug addict. She was in a strip club. She was possibly groomed by G. Now there's adultery in her marriage. The paternity, there's a question with paternity. Now the kids are kidnapped. Now she has a Jacqueline and they're showering together, and she's a part of the. She may or may not. This may or may not be a throuple. Now there's a man called Pee. And now you're running around and you have ink around your daughter. This man that you supposedly just took up with. Like there's too much dark content. This is supposed to be light and fluffy and funny and not this. I wouldn't even want this on Love and Hip Hop. It's too like
You know what she is? She's too
therapy.
damn Jerry Springer. She is too Jerry Springer.
I
For
don't believe half of it.
Well,
yeah,
what happens with Mia is Mia can't handle. So we all were up here, not really arguing with each other, right? But we all were getting into it about how we feel about whatever. But nobody
right,
got to the point where it got like F you, blah, 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 right? Because we all adults
Right.
and can go, back and forth, whatever, blah, blah, blah. The problem
well,
with
it's
me,
actually because I love and respect both of you, and I believe that all points of view are welcome because there's enough room on right for everybody. Continue, Q.
so with Mia, let's just say Mia was up here. Let's just say we all
Yes,
was
a
out eating.
bullshit.
And then Larger started going in, and then I started going in. Then Richie started going in. Mia wouldn't know what to do. She can't handle all that. So what she gonna do is she gonna find something. She gonna throw something at somebody or throw. Mia can't handle that. So that's why Mia is not good for the show for that point because it's like, well, damn, if I can't like Larger said earlier, these women are getting paid to fuss and fight. Not physically fight, but fuss and fight, argue, blah, 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 have a good time, be housewives. Mia doesn't know that. So when people are getting on her, she can't handle it. When Wendy was tearing Mia ass up at that table, that's why Mia got mad and threw the drink on her. That doesn't mean it was right. Here's the other
Right.
thing, and Gabor says this all the time, and I agree with him. Wendy she was grace. Well, how to say something under fire? She was gracious or whatever he says. Wendy
Yeah,
under
right.
fire
First she's under fire.
because not only did Wendy have Mia throw a drink on her and hit her with her purse, now you got on the other side of the table Robin filming you with her camera out, and everybody
So
sees it.
horrible. To this day, that was horrible.
And not only that, they said, bitch, get out. And everybody was like,
Yes.
bye.
So Matt, so I know me, right? I know me. If I'm in that situation and I see I'm sitting there telling y'all like y'all see what he doing, blah 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 blah. And then I look across the table and Trent got his phone out. Oh baby, I'm gonna tear the whole goddamn shop up. I've now been provoked. Wendy didn't do that, but Mia should have been kicked off the show for that reason. You got physical because you couldn't handle what the other girl was saying. Everybody not meant to be on reality TV. I only go up for Mia when she confronts the girls in a way that how she did with Karen. Girl, I heard you was
And
talking
then
about.
she kicked them out the car. Remember, she kicked them out that car the next day
No, she didn't
because
kick him.
she
No,
went to
she didn't
go
kick him out the
visit.
car. She didn't kick him out the car. She said
What car?
she walked over to the car with Ashley and them.
Oh, yeah.
Walked into the car with Ashley and Candace. This is sometimes why I wish Ashley and Candace could have been on the same page more because when you get those two
Yeah.
people together, they
Mm-hmm.
can take the house down.
Yeah.
She walked over to the car and she opened the door. Ashley almost fell out, and she said, y'all can't come back in the house, whatever." Ashley was like, "Girl, what?"
Yeah. I was like, what? Who do you think you are? You
Yeah.
get paid for this trip?
And then really quick, then I'm gonna stop talking. For that, that's why
No,
me
no.
the show. I I have said this from day one. The reason why I can't give Mia her full tens this season is because you have taken a storyline and put your child involved. Your child is involved.
Yes.
Your child is already gonna get made fun of just because he's a kid. Then he gets
Yeah.
made
Mm-hmm.
fun of again because his mom is on TV. Now he's going to get made fun of again because he don't know who.
Mm-hmm.
Because now, oh, your mama don't know who your daddy is. Mia,
Did
Yeah,
you
that's
know who your daddy
nasty.
is yet? Do
Mia
you
could
know?
have
Do you know who your
Mia,
daddy is yet?
Mia could have
Right.
kept the storyline with her Ink and Gordon and not involve the kids. That is
Right.
where
Even
for
if
me,
even if Gordon did bring it up on
yes,
TMZ or whatever.
Mia should have shut that down. So I was 100% agreement when Giselle said you don't protect your child because you don't.
Right. And
Yeah.
everybody
And
tried to
then
screw her for that.
and I could see if she was like, "Oh, I did paternity test him, and he is." I could see if she went out with that. She didn't even confirm it. She was just like, "Oh, he may be Inks," and that's it. That's all she
I
said.
think
Like,
she was
what,
trying to
girl?
use that as an aha moment at the reunion.
Yeah,
I
and
honestly
no
think that.
confirmation. That is so creepy. I'm like, well, I have like two things to say. With Real Housewives of Atlanta, I hope that I don't say I dislike Portia, but I just hate how much Bravo babies Portia. Like Portia is really about to get on here and act like Family Matters didn't happen. Like you really attacked your ex's, your baby daddy's mom with a boom
Grandma,
mic.
the baby's grandma,
Yes, you really attacked her with a boom mic.
the elder.
Yes, and she really, and you know how poor she is. She gonna be like ha 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 and get on there act like it didn't happen. Like I'm so irritated by that, and I know they gonna let her do it. And then I really looked at the cast. This is low
But
key a whole new
Dennis was okay with it,
cast.
though. Lovely Bo. Dennis was okay with it. So what's the problem? Dennis was
I
okay with
know, yep, because they still effing on the low, so he
it.
don't care. But
Mm.
oh god, and this is a really low key a
Honestly,
whole new
because of Portia being
cast.
on there, Portia getting on Girls Trip and still staying on Atlanta and being invited back, because of that alone, nobody should ever be up for termination.
Yeah. You right.
Wait, say it
Yeah,
again.
it's
Wait, what you
crazy.
Nobody in Bravo should ever be up for termination for any reason.
You
Because
not
Portia has
wrong.
assaulted everybody in every way.
She attacked somebody in an alley in an elf suit.
Because
What
she
was
was
she saying?
disrespectful. She was disrespectful as fuck.
saying?
This woman had a fur penguin hat on chasing somebody down an alley. That woman needs to be,
She
if
was
anybody
running
needs a
fast too.
conservatorship.
She should have did
What?
track.
You're right.
Who music video was Portia in back in the day? Like Knuckles
Uh,
was back or some shit. What was she
No,
doing?
it was some cut.
yeah. What was it?
Trillville or some cut.
Yeah, Trillville. Yep.
Y'all
Yeah.
can't take Portia.
Portia is Portia's wild.
I wanted to see Kenya make Portia grovel about stealing this man. That would have been, but no, they
No,
said they were
no,
friends, right? They were
no.
friends
I
this
do
time
not.
around.
No, I do not want to see Portia and Kenya arguing no more.
No, I'm over that. Like, please be friends. I'm happy they did that. I do not want to see them arguing. I am over that.
What about Fallon coming back to just
No,
address?
Fallon is boring as hell. Nobody wants to see her or her raspy voice
Prego.
boyfriend. No.
She's exciting. She's Prego again. She just got remarried. She
But
could come
Fallon
back
is
and
a
be like, "Ha
bore.
ha, Portia. I still have the pool, man."
You would think
If it
she would
was
be like that,
anybody
but
but
Fallon is a
Fallon, then
bore.
yeah. She's not only a bore, she just has a really dysfunctional life. She has like 6 kids with 7
Yeah.
baby daddies. And she
Really?
doesn't play. Oh, yeah, like most of her kids have different fathers.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And
And
But
then
she's
none of
she
not
them are
like,
literally
Simon.
talks.
Is that true? None of them belong to Simon.
No,
No.
no, none of them belong
Yo,
to Simon. He was taking care of other men's
she is.
children. And
no wonder.
she's
That
not
is
like a funny
so.
bimbo like Mia. She
No
can't
wonder he
sell it.
left.
It's
No wonder he
just,
left her.
No. Literally, she
I,
literally talks
I have
like
a special.
this.
It really itches my ass when these girls like this mess up perfect situations for themselves. Like Fallon, you have would you say 8 kids, 7 daddies, and you had a man willing to take care of them, and you
Well, Simon
somehow
can't get it
fucked
up.
it up.
She has 4
That's
baby
perfect.
daddies.
That means she ain't got to do
Allegedly.
nothing. And you
Well,
sleeping with it.
Portia left him too.
So I guess she wasn't getting banged enough.
No,
I guess
Portia
they
was
could
only.
have worked
Portia
something
was
out.
only with, Portia was only with Simon because Simon had some money. We all know
Well,
Simon is not Portia's type.
Love
I
#love
heard
wins
this.
though, Q.
Simon gay yet. And
I heard this. I heard this that
Love wins.
Simon. I don't know how it worked just yet. Hold up. Let me say this first. Simon, I heard that I think Tisa Tell said this back when she was on Portia's neck, when she was really digging into like Simon's businesses and all of that. And she was saying Simon paid for the house or whatever, which tied up all his money. And Portia paid for that wedding. Portia paid for a lot of the stuff that they had because she figured, okay, well, he bought the $8 million or however many $1 million house it was, I got the rest. But his plan, remember, he said, I got the moving truck ready. So he's trying to sell that house to get his money back and bounce. I guess that's why Portia's not trying to let him out of it, because she didn't spend, I guess it finally clicked in her brain that she was spending up all her money. Now, this is me putting my 2 cents on it. Like,
So she's
when she finally woke up, whatever statement she said, I don't know where the money's coming from, whatever statement she issued, that made me believe what Tisa said back then, that he put all that money into that house and she paid for a lot of the stuff that they have. Because remember, he was using points to book hotel stays and stuff, and that Costa Rica palace is a rental. It's not even his. So I believe she got played in that thing with Simon.
Portia.
That's why
Portia's never
it's
been
so
the
petty.
smartest.
Portia,
No.
you cannot put your hands on nobody else on this show, Portia.
Yes, she can. Apparently
Why
she
not?
can though.
Yeah,
She
why
can.
not? Why stop now?
She'll
You
be
can
all
grab a
right.
boom mic and insult a senior
Y'all
citizen.
remember,
I
y'all remember
mean,
Nene told her that? Y'all remember Nene told
And
Portia?
say one of y'all girls is eating my tonight. She be all right.
I'm just going over what Nene told Portia. Portia, you cannot put your hands on anybody else.
She said, "Did you see me do it on camera?" That was hilarious.
That was epic.
Let's use our brains.
That's who
that's what made
Nene
me
should
feel
have
bad
did
for Nene.
a podcast with Portia. Now that would
Don't
have been
nobody,
good.
don't nobody want to see Nene talk.
I
Be
mean,
honest,
No.
no,
no.
Nene with the right person, that would be funny. But Sierra from Love and Hip Hop,
She
Did
might
she?
as well do it
no.
with Sierra.
Talking about,
Nene's
talking about,
just,
And
she's
Nene,
so.
STD?
talking about, I ain't never had no surgery. Girl, you got a whole new fucking face on you.
Girl, you can't even
The way
move your
Sierra
face.
talks cracks me up.
I can't even watch Love and Hip
Nene,
Hop anymore.
Sierra talk
Seriously.
take 50 years to say one sentence.
Because my thing is like, who are these people? I actually was watching season 1 of Love and Hip Hop not too long ago with Chrissy and Jimmy and
Oh
what's the Puerto
yes.
Hey,
Rican girl
Richie.
name?
Hey, Richie.
oh, when there was actual hip hop people on there?
Yeah.
Yandy said, Chris, you got something you want to show me?
And Yandy dumb self on Atlanta now. I'm like, can
Baby,
you go?
that was good to me.
Like, Yandy, how dare you? Like, what? What?
I can't. Rewatching Love and Hip Hop as an adult is when I see that Yandy was so fake. I used to love Yandy as a child, like when I was in middle school, but I'm like, Yandy still was so fake.
She was so problematic. She really
Yeah, and
was.
I didn't see it, but now I'm
And you
like,
know who
girl,
else is really problematic? Amina fucking Butterfly. Like, she really came in and destroyed that man's family.
well, she was
Like,
married to him. I was
but he
playing.
was with Tara in the basement with the kids, and she been holding him down for years. And this floozy comes in, and we're making music, and she's singing her little song with her lips like this. And Peter, don't you love me? Come stay with me. You knew he had a family. You forced yourself on him. You made him. Oh my God, Amina Butterfly was terrible.
I would do that too if I was an immigrant in
Oh
the
my
country
God.
alone without my sisters. I mean, she didn't have a choice. She literally was alone. She
She
gotta do what she
did.
gotta do, girl.
Yes, she did.
Real
Guys,
quick,
thank
though,
you.
can I address Mr. Q?
Oh.
Yes,
Oh,
please.
go. Here we go.
No, I just had a question, Q. I'm so curious. I'm an inquisitive person. So when Christopher Williams' common law wife was saying that Todd liked to
Who's her
swerve
name?
and whatever,
Natalie.
and
Uh-huh.
Candy got upset about it. Did she have a right to be upset about that?
She said, "Give it up for Todd."
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
Okay, so when Phaedra said poor Todd, his allowance from his candy isn't keeping him afloat anymore, Did Candy have a right to be upset about that?
I guess,
Yes,
yeah,
Phaedra is fake
yes,
as hell.
because her and Phaedra were friends. Yes, because her and Phaedra
Yeah,
were friends.
No, I just want to
and they
make sure that
act
we have an
like he was
established
a
line because I don't
bum.
want it to move before I get to my point.
Go.
Um,
It already moved
because
you on that Aaliyah bullshit. But go ahead. What you got, Trent? What
Oh
you got?
God.
in addition to Wendy Osefo constantly making passive microaggressive shots at unprovoked shots at Mia at
Okay.
that dinner table, let me.
Rewind that. What
Wait,
happened? Wait, what you
what?
say?
Hold
In
on. Hold
addition
on.
to that first season
I
that
might be riding with Trent.
Mia
Let me
had,
explain.
in
Okay.
addition to Wendy constantly making microaggressive comments towards Mia unprovoked because she was the only
Yes.
one doing
Okay.
it,
Yes.
calling
Okay.
her out of her name,
Yes.
He was.
speaking with her to come with condescension. She was
Yes.
at that table. Let's say she's sitting across from you,
Okay.
and her voice is starting to go in elevated tones, and
Mm-hmm.
your voice is not talking loud. And
Mm-hmm.
then you had your hand up and you say, Wendy,
Mm-hmm.
Wendy,
Mm-hmm.
Wendy. And then Wendy continues to speak louder. Then she gets her finger, thumps it in the table, which is an act of aggression. And
Mm-hmm.
she says, no, you and your husband might do those things. Now she's bringing up someone's family. At what point does Mia have a right to an act of passion?
But what I'm saying is, Trent, you are 100% correct on this. What I'm saying is that Mia threw a drink on somebody, so Mia got physical. Yes, that all these girls are on these shows. You are typically not going to do a show with some. If me and you are friends and we have a falling out, typically we're not going to be around each other anymore. So these girls are forced to be on a show with somebody that they really ain't going to rock with in real life because of what they're getting paid to do. So yes, Mia could not. Mia had every right to go off on Wendy and stuff like that because Wendy started with Mia. As soon as Mia walked in the door, Wendy started with
And
Mia.
Ashley. Wendy started with Ashley too
Yes, she
about
did.
the baby.
Yes, she did. But I don't think.
But she stayed on Mia.
I don't think Mia. I don't think Mia deserved a drink. I don't think Wendy deserved a drink thrown on her. That's all I'm simply
But
saying.
does Mia deserve grace for a crime of passion? Because if someone's in your face talking loud, thumping their fingers, and then they start bringing up your family when you have not said anything about their family.
Mhm.
Because what me and G
No,
get down, what we got going on has nothing to do with anything,
Wendy was
and nobody asked you to bring
She
that
was
up.
across the table though. She wasn't in
no,
her
she was not
face.
across the table.
No, they were sitting.
Karen was in the middle of them. Mia, excuse me,
Crime of passion.
Oh,
Wendy was wrong. Boy, Wendy was wrong. Um, even when Mia was in Wendy's house, when she was talking about, she was just Wendy was always nasty to her, and I never understood why.
Always.
We found out why after she revealed her vagina to her. That was just lust. Whole thing was frustrated.
Mm,
Mm.
I couldn't imagine somebody throwing a drink on me. Then I'm showing. I did. Child.
Is it giving pick me?
Of course, it's Wendy.
Yeah.
But no,
Oh, I
Trent,
guess you're not.
you right. But I still don't think she deserved a drink thrown on her. That's all.
Okay, so when she jumped up after the fact and started bucking at her, saying, "I'm gonna whoop your ass," was that
Can you say that?
not?
Did not say that.
She said, "I'm gonna whoop your ass." She started jumping up at her, bucking up at her, and she kept trying to pull the security away. And she
She
was
didn't.
lunging her face at her,
She
and
didn't
that's
say
when
I'm
she
gonna whoop
got popped with the purse.
she didn't say I'm gonna whoop your ass until after she got hit with the purse. She kept saying when she threw the drink on, she said, "Oh, look at the CEO! Look at the CEO!" That's what she kept doing at first.
We remember it differently.
Yeah, we do. Just like you remember Aaliyah's career differently. But Trent, you still my guy.
Mm.
I got love for you, Trent. So you know,
I feel
What
outnumbered.
is
Somebody call Brandon and Top Shelf.
child, please. That's who you want defending you on your trial.
that? Making up stories.
Child. I just think when you're on reality TV, it's kind of it can. I know I would do good on reality TV, but I also know I get violent. So, you know.
Reality TV is changing because, like, if you look at the cast of New York, it's like everyone is just super hyper aware of their brand and their image and what they're saying and what they want to give off. It's like nobody is being authentic anymore.
Well, because
Everyone,
What
Housewives
did
is
you think about Bryn in New York?
me,
Yeah.
I think she should go to jail
No.
Ooh.
Wow.
Tell me, expand on that.
because Jessel wouldn't have told if Jessel wouldn't have told her what the group was, what Bryn had disclosed to the group would have went on. I believe Uber would have eventually found out. Somebody would have told her, but I just think for her to sit up there and say that she's a woman of color and can she live and all of that, and you're also maligning a real woman of color. You keep
Right.
saying you only work from Dress Barn or Talbot's and this, that, and the third, when all you do is lead with sex and dicks and Russian billionaires and having baby uh test tube babies by these built this man you barely know, like, and you get mad when people say sexual things to you, but for you to actually sit up there and use an assault that I don't believe happened. I believe something happened to her as a child, but I don't believe anything she says as an adult.
Yeah.
um she would have to prove that to me. But because going even to that point, we didn't hear anything about her assault until Erin had a spread in a magazine, was it Vogue or Glamour, about her abortion because the whole thing with the Roe versus Wade reversal happened, and then all of a sudden Bryn had this big story about sexual assault or whatever. It's like she can't be outdone. And if you remember when the season first started, nobody was fucking with Bryn because of all of her lying. And it ended with all of her lying. It's just that everyone caught her all at once. But just think if Jessel wouldn't have told Uba what she said, because everyone during the season thought Uba was being just this crazy
Because
psycho
Bryn,
witch.
because Bryn and the other Karen Aaron were painting her like that with their little alliance that they made at the food line, remember? And so
Yeah.
you're totally right. I agree. Hey, I didn't go to jail, but hey, let her go to fucking jail because she was about to let Uva be there. Let her go. You
Like she
know?
was about to be in Housewives jail, like, because like that would have been what she just really tried it. And it's more than just really trying it. Even the fact after where you're trying to check the temperature of everybody, you're the next day you're just sitting there laughing and joking with production, whether it's a trauma response or not. And I'm sick of Jenna making excuses for her too.
Oh my
It was
gosh,
really bad
yes.
for her to do that. It was really, and it was very telling. I clocked that from her. I didn't clock her that she would do something that like that, but just clocked her being like just an evil witch,
Yeah,
and just even the way like she moved throughout the season, like the whole Rebecca thing, inserting herself into that, right?
yeah.
Okay, you lied and said you were a part of it, but just the part that she brought to it. Oh, Rebecca's sleeping with all these men. She doesn't know who she's pregnant by. Yeah, they do these wild, crazy swinger parties. Like, why
Yeah,
does
all on
everything have
camera.
to go there with you?
Right. And for it to be all on camera, which is why over in Salt Lake, that's why Bronwyn's mad because she's like, you brought it to the camera. And that's also why Lisa's mad is because she's like, you brought it to the camera. So that was a huge no-no for
No, no,
Bryn.
no, 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 no. I have to say this about Salt Lake with you, with Lisa and them. If Bronwyn was so appalled by the whole bringing this on camera thing, why did she have a whole sit down with her daughter on camera about it? She was very willing to have this as a storyline with her daughter about this until angry Ty, old man Ty got involved, or maybe her daughter got mad at her, or somebody got mad at her, and then she's just using this, she's just spinning it around to Lisa, how dare you do this to me? But you were more than willing to participate in this as a storyline for you. So I'm tired of Bronwyn doing that.
To Bronwyn's credit, I feel like just like she got upset with, was that Bronwyn? It was her story to tell, basically. So if she's going to be coming to the group and telling her story, let her tell her story. Have that seen that she did talk to Lisa about like the step parents and everything in was
Well, that's
not
what
going to be
everybody what we're
aired.
talking about because a lot of people don't even watch this.
Oh, okay,
No,
yeah.
I think Bryan was more mad at seeing Lisa's after show, which is filmed after everything, and she saw what was
Right,
filmed.
So I
right.
didn't see the
But
after
to
show. What
me,
did Lisa say
but
on the
I'm
after show?
also I think Lisa is a true narcissist, so
Well, thank you.
I'm not a Lisa fan. I think she is
Me
a
neither.
textbook narcissist.
I'm
Like, did
all,
you
I'm a
see
oh,
Lisa
how when
fan.
everybody had them wigs on, the like happiness she had? Like that girl right there?
But why does
yeah.
that make y'all so mad? Like, I think that that's what
No.
makes Lisa Lisa.
I
Like
mean, that's
everyone
Marcy, you
dressed
say
fine.
up as
that?
Lisa.
I just think that I don't know. Lisa
But
just isn't.
I
I just
think
think
that you
she
guys
is a horrible
is.
friend.
I think that you guys' opinion of Lisa is clouding what's actually going on. I don't think
Actually, you
she's
know what made me
actually
not like
friends
Lisa
with
was what she
people.
did to Mary Cosby. When she
Yes.
brought
And
that
I think she's a
man
great housewife though.
and went against Mary Cosby for no damn Mary was minding her church business and the trifecta came for her and Lisa was inviting the only black friend she ever brought on the camera since to the thing to try to besmirch Mary's name, talking about,
Yeah.
oh, go over and tell Whitney about how you gave all your money to the church and now you're homeless. Like that
Yeah.
was
And
so
Whitney's my
just
girl.
like her
Whitney is
name.
my girl, but I was so mad at Whitney for that.
Me too.
Because I
Yeah.
But I
love
don't
Whitney. I
remember
love when
us
Whitney
talking
reads
about.
people on her little baby voice. That's my girl right there.
Whitney
But
is
she
a
really
fucking
upset me.
idiot. She's stupid. She's
Whitney
a
is messy.
stupid
Whitney
idiot.
is messy as hell. I gotta say, she is messy as hell though.
Yeah, Whitney is the mess maker.
But I like how
Yeah.
she stand in it though.
She does. She does not cave, does she?
Yeah.
She's like, no,
Like one thing about
never.
Lisa does not stand in it and then wants to cry later. Or
Always
she'll
with the
turn
fake
into like a super
tears,
evil villain later. It's
right?
weird.
And
Like
like
she
she can just
handles it
like,
in the weirdest way.
and how she can just start those fake tears. Ah, I'm so sorry. I always was.
Yeah.
Like, and nothing comes
See,
out.
y'all don't
Oh
like
my God.
with Lisa, which is fine, but you have to be objective about Bronwyn's bullshit. Like I can
Oh
take y'all
no,
not
no,
liking Lisa.
Bronwyn's fake as
Fine.
hell. Like I like Bronwyn, but when she was like when everyone was confiding in her, like when she
What
was
kind
talking
of
about
kid
her
do what
husband.
kind of kid do you think Bronwyn is though? Like, let's think about
No,
this.
no, no,
Lisa put
no,
her
no.
on the
I'm
show.
agreeing with you. I'm saying Bronwyn is fake as hell. Like
Well,
when
let's
she
let's
was
really dissect this. That's really
no,
Lisa
no.
brought
Let
Bronwyn
me
on
get
the
this out
show.
first. Like when Bronwyn was talking to the girls about her husband, and then who was it? Angie and Heather. And then when and they were like really like listening to her, and then when she later went to Lisa and flipped it on them and said that they were talking shit about Lisa, that was super fake. I was like, Bronwyn, that's fake as hell.
And
Like
she
that, I
was
was like,
baiting them
girl,
into she first of all she was baiting them into saying things that
yeah,
they did
that
not
was fake.
say.
I
That's
agree with you
right.
on
And
that.
even the whole way that
That was super
conversation on
fake.
the boat even came about. You guys, you want to talk about something? Let's talk about my affairs. I'm tired of our real struggles and our affairs. Like nobody even everybody was like, whoa, because it kind of came out of nowhere. I forget what they were even
Yeah.
talking about right before that. It's just all of these strategic maneuvers and all this word salad with her. But going back to the beginning, Lisa brought you on the show. Lisa's supposed to be such a good friend. The first thing you do is get mad at Lisa on this trip because she won't publicly denounce Heather. And then you're going to Lisa's friend talking shit about Lisa, but you're mad at Lisa because Lisa's not defending you. You've been coming at Lisa's neck the whole fucking season. What do you want from her? Like,
I
if
think I think Bronwyn was being passive. I think Bronwyn was mad at Lisa the whole time about that baby daddy and her daughter
I
situation.
don't
And
think so.
I think that she didn't know how to deal with that. And I think that she kept
No.
I think she was going back and forth. I think that she just didn't want to
No,
own
you
up
can
to
tell
it.
she got mad when because Todd shut it down at that dinner they had with the
Yeah,
$4
like I
million
think that she
necklace.
was dealing with her husband stuff
That's
and she was
when it
being
got
fake
real
and
for
kind of
her
going I think she was being
because
a little bit fake with Lisa.
on Watch What Happens Live, she
I agree with you.
Andy asked her like, were there some off limits between you and Todd? And one of the things was like for Todd to agree for her to be on the show was to not talk about her daughter. So the fact that she did that, she got in trouble for it. And like I said, she had a sit down on camera with her daughter about this shit, and she probably got in trouble. If it was that much an issue for her, she wouldn't have did that. Can we agree to that? If it was such a bad thing to bring up on camera, why did she have her own private sit down with Gwen about it? And like Lisa's husband said, Lisa didn't bring it up on camera. You did. We did not have to talk about that. It was your story to tell. Tell it. Lisa
I mean,
just
it would have
said,
looked
I know
weird if
that.
she didn't. I don't know. Maybe she let producers talk her into do it. I don't know. I mean, I agree with you. She was being weird about the situation.
She's just being weird the whole
So we
time.
need to
If I
allow
Yeah,
put you
this.
on the show and you
she
start
was being a
talking
little bit
shit to
weird.
me, you start talking about me to my fucking friends. No, I'm not taking up for you. And not only that, you come in, you're trying to big dog everybody with your relationship to me. You want me to say, "Oh, we've been friends for however many years, so it's fuck Heather." When they've been through something traumatic the year before, you just can't come in and erase Heather because Heather told Whitney you were talking about her, which you were. You just can't throw your weight around here. It
Never put a
doesn't
lot
work like
on it.
that. There is a hierarchy in these groups, and you just can't go
Mm,
to the top because your husband is rich.
I
You
don't
just
know.
can't.
I mean, I
And I
agree
also
with you.
don't think
I
you
just
have
will
to
never
bend a
like
knee.
Lisa.
You don't have to bend the knee, but you are talking shit about me to my friends. Like, so why do you expect for me to defend you? And I feel like this incessant need for her to defend her all the time. It's fucking weird. Like the validation you're seeking from Lisa, you should be seeking from
Lisa does the
Todd or
same
your
thing
mother
though.
or your
Lisa be
father.
expecting that same thing.
No, she
I
doesn't.
only
Yes, she
saw
does. Lisa
Bronwyn.
always wants to be defended
She
all the
does.
No.
time.
And
She has
by
the
She
thing,
does.
everybody.
her and
Oh my
Meredith have a
God, she's
type.
such a crybaby. She's a
Lisa
Her
always
and
crybaby.
wants to be
Meredith, because,
defended.
because she feels like her friends are turning on her. But her and Meredith have a really strong thing.
No,
If you
they
notice, they've been
don't.
holding.
They're
She
fake.
Lisa
had
will
that
turn
one
on
She's
thing
Meredith in a
Miss
when she
Dickerson.
called
heartbeat.
her all kinds of whores. That was one time. Since then, they've been holding each other
That
down.
was
If you
huge.
pay
That hot
attention,
mic
Since
moment
then,
was huge.
that
and
was
since
epic.
then, neither of them have any right to be mad about anybody slut shaming anybody because one forgave and one did it so bad it's going down in Housewives history. So for them to come back and be like blah 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 to the next one about you slut shame somebody and I'm so upset I'm throwing up in the next room, that was a lot to try
Well,
to
that was a
make
lie. I
me
feel like
believe.
I heard that Meredith and Seth are having issues, which apparently
Always
His
they
having
are.
son is. He got a
issues.
girlfriend in Ohio. When he left, he was going to Ohio for a reason, I
Yeah, that's
think.
probably why she
Mm.
was crying because she got mad when he was leaving the trip early when they were on Bronwyn's trip.
Oh, I got a
Mhm.
question. So y'all know how Brittany and do y'all like Brittany? Y'all think she should get a
No,
snowflake or stay a
I
friend?
did. I
I
I
think
like
she
think she
Brittany.
should.
I
should.
don't think she should get a snowflake, but I think they should
Not
keep her as a
snowflake.
friend though. Brittany's
Yeah,
funny to me. She's
a
a Kiki
friend.
to me.
Let her stay peripheral for sure. Do
I
not
don't know. I
give
like a
her
delusional
a
girl
No,
like
not a
snowflake.
that.
snowflake,
No,
but I
you know
don't think
what?
she should leave.
Oh
I
my
think she's
God. If they're
essential to
totally
the show.
They're totally breaking the precedent that they set last year. If Monica's in trouble for talking about Jen Shaw, then how isn't this lady in trouble for recording them without their
I
permission?
don't think she was really
Like, that's
recording. I
weird.
think she was literally recording like outside, and I think her dumb self flipped it to like her, and it looked. I think Brittany is just stupid to me. Like I think she literally was
Very
just
stupid.
recording outside and was literally recording the video to her daughter. It was like, oh, like, and then they
I don't
all just
know.
snapped on her, and then
The
Brittany
eighth
can't
housewife,
explain herself to save her life, so.
the
I mean,
eighth
they
housewife
jumped her
showed
in
us,
the van, and
Yeah,
I'm
like
satisfied with
I would have
that.
started crying too. They went
right?
off like.
The eighth
Every
housewife
last
did
one of
show us
them.
though that it was 2 full minutes of her recording the back of the chair after she like pointed it at them for a minute and then put it down. So it showed it.
And to
Oh,
me,
yeah.
like with Whitney, another thing with Whitney, this girl is clearly recording y'all. Have you ever considered maybe she's the one leaking shit to the press? Because why else
Ah,
would she be recording y'all?
right.
All right, y'all. It's been fun.
Um,
I'm gonna go eat. I'll be
all
back,
right,
Richie.
thank you, Q. Thank
We need
you
to
for
go live
stopping. Thank
more.
you. I really appreciate you guys.
No
I really
problem.
do.
I'm eating on mute.
Bye,
You don't
y'all.
want Salt Lake, Trent?
No. I'm overwhelmed like Gabor is. There's so many seasons.
Dang,
I
y'all,
like
I wish
some of
y'all
the good
watch
stuff.
Wags, man. Nobody else is reviewing that show.
What is it called? Wed?
Wags to Riches. I did a review yesterday. I'm like, this show's so damn ghetto. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Wait, let me make sure to
Ghetto
follow
in a
your
good way,
channel.
or
Hold on, 'cause I gotta follow everybody's channel.
Y'all, it is ghetto. Like, cause did y'all watch Wags back in the day? Wasn't it
Yeah,
just
I watched
athletes?
the white one, right? With the white girls.
Wasn't it just athletes though?
So what's this one about?
This one is athletes. This is Kodak Black girlfriend on there, Rick
Oh
Ross
oh
wow.
baby
my
mom
god,
on there. I'm like, I'm confused.
Oh
And
yeah, I'm
then
watching
yeah,
it.
it
I want to
sounds
watch it.
Jules,
ratchet.
yes, Jules is on there. It's like I can't stop
I'll watch
watching it.
it.
It's funny, but I was just like, what? How was this Wags?
I never even
Hold
heard
on.
of it, so that's probably why nobody's watching it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
on
there's not a lot
Netflix,
of
but
promotion.
Sherelle from Selling Tampa, the one where Ocho Cinco was like the leader of it. But she is a
Yeah,
bitch,
I don't
y'all.
like
Like
her.
she is like
Oh,
Evelyn
is that the show she
Lozada,
was
but
trying to
worse.
promote? That's the show she
Yes,
was
with
trying to promote on
Carlos
Carlos.
King. Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
No,
She was
y'all.
her
She low key
personality was
giving me
so
worse
off-putting.
than Evelyn. Like she look giving me worse than Evelyn. I don't like. I don't know what's wrong with her.
Yeah, seeing her and Carlos made me not want to watch anything she was featured on. She
Yeah,
just
and,
wasn't
and,
my
and I
favorite.
remember her being that bad on Selling Tampa. So
Mhm. I
I
guess
can't
I was
remember,
just want to
but
make
I
sure I
must not
follow
have liked her
everybody.
because I live
So
in Tampa and I didn't watch that show.
and she really thinks that Ocho Cinco was like a prize.
Shelbs, I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna follow everybody. Let me see. Go to channel. Because I really appreciate y'all coming here and helping me on my first live. I didn't know what I was up here for like 15 minutes. I was about to log off and Larger came in. I think I'm already subscribed to you, Larger, but let me make sure.
We didn't even know you had a channel, Richie. You got to tell people stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, everybody
it's
has a
definitely
channel.
hard to find.
Everybody
Yeah,
who
I
has
just
a
saw because
name in here
Gabor
has a
posted it.
channel.
I guess.
But like Trent King, I can go to your thing, right? I could go to your channel and I can subscribe to your channel. I just subscribe to your channel. You don't have any content, but I just subscribe to your channel. So we all have channels. If you have um a thing, but I want to on the panel. I want to make sure I follow. You said you put up a video. I don't know how to work StreamYard yet, y'all. Sorry, but y'all can finish talking.
So was Selling Tampa any good? Because
Love me,
it's not
love.
on anymore.
Yeah, it was
Let
good
me
to
know. Do
me.
me a favor. Comment something in the chat. That's the only way I'm able to look at
I'm
the
on my
people's channel.
phone. I might have to drop off. Hold on. Let me see if I
No, no,
can.
no. You
Can you
don't have to. I'll
comment?
figure it out. I'll figure it out.
Okay. I was gonna say, yeah, on your phone you can't.
Switch
Is
But
back and
yeah,
Lovely
forth.
Mo the
it's
Yeah.
name of your channel?
yeah, I don't know my like at name though, but it is just Lovely Mo.
Lovely.
But I'm like, this show is ghetto as hell.
I'm gonna have to tune in.
So
I need
now
something
that
to
Salt
watch.
Lake's over, what are we going to be watching?
I guess Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Oh no, we're not.
When does it come
I don't
on?
feel that desperate yet.
I don't know. I thought the trailer was supposed to drop soon.
They said today, Thursday, right? Today's Thursday. Yeah, it drops
Oh,
Thursday.
Yeah.
Traders? And that comes on
Oh yeah,
Peacock. I'm
Traders
just
is
tired.
tonight. I wanted to do Traders reviews, but that show takes too much work. Like too many things happen. Like,
I watched one episode when they were coming at Robin. They were trying to get rid of her. I can't find you on here, Lovely Mo. So I'm gonna
yeah,
put
let
like
me
a
drop
Twitter.
off and I can
You
comment.
got to
Hold
put a
on.
filter on it. You got to put a
Just
filter on the
comment.
search.
Thanks for having me,
Okay.
Okay.
Richie.
That's it.
Where
Everybody
do
smash your like
channels
button,
only.
smash your subscribe button. I rung my bell. That's how I knew you were even live because I already have my bell rung. Okay, I'll see you
Um,
next time. Peace.
okay.
All right, bye, Largy.
Thank you for coming.
Can't believe
I
this is
just
your
want to
first
make
live.
sure whoever wants me to subscribe, let me know now while I'm doing this. Hopefully, I'll get my act together a little better. I'm going to start going live more.
What else
And
are
we
you
can
gonna do
talk
besides
about
going
whatever.
live?
This panel type style. I don't want to just sit up here and talk. I like to argue, not necessarily fight, but argue, debate. And, I don't mind being up here for hours. I ain't doing shit else. Like,
I
there's
ain't gonna lie,
nothing
that
on
Aaliyah
tonight
fight was really
besides
fun.
Law and Order.
They said Traitors
So
is on. You don't watch that?
y'all watch Law and Order and Chicago PD and all of that? It's just me and you, Trent. Well, I
Everybody logged
subscribe to
off.
your channel, Trent.
I appreciate it. I got to put the bell on your channel so I can get to your lives because
My
Good Boy don't be want to do the
notification.
panel no more.
Wizard, let me see. Oh, I got to do it on my phone. That's why. Let me see. I really appreciate y'all. Wizard, go to channel. No subscribers. All right, I subscribe to your channel, Wizard. Who else? Who else wants me to subscribe? Lovely Mo. Here we go.
Wizard, are you on Kiki's payroll? I'm not even
Subscribe.
gonna watch that movie.
Lovely Mo 88. So that's my Twitter up here. See, I don't even know how to. I'm highlighting. Oh, if I just click it, I highlight comments. Oh, thank you. That's my Twitter. I'll get it together, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all Philly, the crazy shit that goes on
How cold is it in Philly? 'Cause it's in the 30s in Florida. Like that
here. It's
cold
20
snap is like
degrees
covering the
here.
whole country. Oh my god.
It's 20 degrees. So we stuck in the house. Needless to say.
Yeah, I'm not too mad about it because last year it didn't get cold at all. So I guess we're having a real winter
Yeah,
this year.
we haven't had a real winter like in a couple of years. I was wearing a vest all winter last year.
Yeah, it's I'm not too upset, but it's getting kind of
All right,
old though.
guys, that
We'll
was
catch you on the
good.
next live.
Yeah, when should I go live? Maybe I don't think I can make money until I get like a certain amount of subscribers. I have to really like look into it. I just want to keep the conversation going. Good night, Lil Mo. Good night, Shelves. Good night, Wizard. Good night, Shelves. Ayana B. Let me
Adios,
subscribe
everybody.
to her. Yeah, I really do appreciate y'all coming in here. Thank you. I got a Bugaboo or something for having y'all come. Show Ayana B. Ayana B. Channel. I can't subscribe. Can I? I can't subscribe. Oh, subscribe. Anybody else want me to subscribe to their channel? Just put your just make a comment and I will subscribe and yeah, see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Good night. Thank you again.